This is where we catch people when they're not ready. Hello and welcome.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome.
I'm always ready.
Always ready. Dax and Cole. To The Spice Must Roll. This is a tabletop, sci-fi tabletop RPG series where I try to do different sci-fi RPGs. This season, we're doing the second season of Star Trek Vasquez. I want to thank you for joining us. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you enjoy these kind of contents. It helps us out a lot. And I am going to announce that by episode 5, so by next week, we will have some new merch. I'm going to try to put some stuff together. And by the end of the season, before the finale of the season, I will hire an artist to do merch for Vasquez, and possibly for season 3, before season 3 of Actium comes out from Expanse Actium. So, all right, let's get started by introducing the cast members. But before that, how y'all doing today?
Good.
Other than spraining your toe and low energy.
As mentioned in the pre-show, hopefully not going to overheat this week.
Yeah, that's good because you're in a very hot environment and in a very hot outfit.
Yeah.
But with a very cold air conditioner now.
Yeah.
So.
For season 3, I'm gonna have one of those as well, and I already have a standing aircon over there, so that's gonna be good. Yeah.
Did you say that was a cold air conditioner?
Jackson cold.
All right. So I will say that normally joining us is the Captain Meyer, who is a voice actor and a variety streamer here on Twitch. You can find him at twitch.tv/Meyer or on Twitter at Meyer _ no, it's at Meyer _test, I think, right? On Twitter?
Yeah. On Twitter,
Yes.
yeah.
That is correct.
So he is not with us because he's currently broadcasting and playing in the Stanton 7, which is a race that's happening from different players in Star Citizen. So he is not joining us today, but there is a narrative reason as well, since as we learned last episode. So let's move right on to Buster. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here on the Vasquez?
Hi, everybody. My name is Buster the Destroyer. I am a Star Citizen Twitch streamer. You can find me at twitch.tv/Buster the Destroyer. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram and as Buster Destroyer. And I'm also on TikTok as Buster the Destroyer. So all my social media is kind of a mess, but at least it's within the brand. And I play Commander Baaj, who is the XO of the Vasquez, and the last episode was very heavily about her and her status within the Empire. And things have kind of changed for Baaj, and I think we'll deal with that here toward the beginning of the episode. But yeah, so I guess I'll just say she's Baaj, she's XO, she's Chief Security, and she will destroy her enemies. So there you go.
All right. Next, we've got HP. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here on the Vasquez?
I am HP Braincase. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, twitch.tv/HP Braincase. Lately, I've been kind of fixated on the game Outriders, which is a game with many problems. And it is like, it's a super derivative game with many problems that I can't put down.
So I think it's a good description of Outriders.
Yeah, it's incredibly fun, even if the writing is terrible. And here on the Vasquez, I play Lieutenant Commander Daxon Cole, Chief Engineer, and de facto second in command for this episode.
Next, we've got Mr. Drones. Who are you? What do you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here?
He did not spend 7 years in drone medical school for you to call him Mr. Drones.
Dr. Drones.
Right. God, the disrespect. Jeez.
No, that's a different doctor.
Oh, Doc.
I don't have my GoXLR set up for golf, but I do have a golf clap button set up, but it's not working right now. I would have pushed it right now. That was so bad.
Darn the missed opportunities, Darsh. So I am Dr. Drones. I have streamed in the past and will stream again in the future on twitch.tv/Dr. Drones. Don't know when, but sometime eventually. Here, what?
The once and future streamer.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Past
negates
and
white
future, but
people.
I'm just not big on the present, like
Yeah.
it is what it is. So anyways, here I play Jace Terzi, Chief of Operations, totally not an intelligence officer, just kind of hanging out, doing what a Chief of Operations does, requisitioning parts and, making sure we're fully stocked on probes because we use them.
And occasionally burying a bat'leth in somebody's skull.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's classified. All right. And last but certainly not least, we have the soon, hopefully, maybe, well, it's up to the captain to be promoted, Mr. Darge. Who are you? Where can they find you, and who do you play here on Vasquez?
Hi, I'm Darionator, also known as Darge, and I think I've streamed like 3 times in my life on my own. But other than that, I run a podcast about Star Citizen called The Fortnightly Frontier. That finally have Mythomatic on as a guest on Tuesday. So come check that out. I run that with the absentee captain, Sakir, over there. And other than that, I basically just make fun of trolls on Reddit. It's a good pastime. And here I play the Chief Science Officer, Dal Enarin of Beta Z. I'm also somewhat cybernetic and bad with a phaser.
Yes, I would say
My
so.
aim is completely. It's like, if you hear this coming from me, you're probably safer than I am.
DJ Doll.
DJ Doll, yeah.
With his laser light show.
Basically just a light show, yeah.
All right, so let's do the intro, and then we'll get into the lead in. So don't go anywhere. Enjoy the little introduction for the show. I'm going to pause it because there's some weird issue we're having with this one. Let's get back to the role play. For some reason, it froze. It's been desynced like crazy. So I'm gonna have to go in there and figure out what's going on with the desync issue. Might be something else going on.
I'm gonna make a new one for season 3 anyway. So
yeah,
everything, including the kitchen desync.
Yes. All right, welcome back. This is the second time it did that, so I'm definitely gonna there's something wrong with the file that I'm gonna have to probably reintroduce or something like that.
Can you play it normally on a computer, or is it just in XSplit?
I can play it normally. We'll figure it out later. Yeah. Anyways, welcome back. So here's the situation. At the end of last episode, the crew will return to Narendra Station, and I will say this, Baj, you got some weird looks because Narendra Station is mostly a Klingon station. It's a Federation-built station, but it's mostly inhabited by Klingons. So you had most people were respectful. Some people were avoidant of you. Some of your fellow Klingons were avoidant of you. But you were informed by Sakir and by the Admiral that you were granted the rank of commander in Starfleet for your meritorious actions in the past after your, dismissal by the Klingon Empire. But you got the command from the Admiral, not from Sakir. And Sakir essentially has been disappeared from the ship the second you got to Narendra Station. So we're going to bring it up to you talking with the Admiral and him handing you new pips. Even though you've had pips, new pips. He hands them to you and goes, "Congratulations, Commander."
These ones don't have the quantum tracking device that we implanted.
She just kind of looks down at the pips and looks at the Admiral and says, "I suppose the words thank you are in order. They are not the word I'm used to or phrase I'm used to using, but thank you, Admiral."
No problem, Commander. Your service to the Federation has gone above and beyond that of your status as a Klingon exchange officer. So when Sakir suggested that we officially give you a rank, the Admiralty was, just to say, elated at the idea.
She kind of looks at him. Why would they be elated?
You are an excellent officer, Commander. You have shown nothing but the utmost respect for Federation values. And while you, of course, were still Klingon, you still acted within honor and at the highest expectations of the Federation. So it was the least we could do to give you a new home now that you've been removed from your old one.
I appreciate this greatly, Admiral. And I will continue to serve Starfleet with all of the honor that is required in the context of your people. But
good to hear,
I
Commander.
do have one request.
Name it.
When the day comes, I will want to set the Empire right.
Just like any Starfleet officer, you will be afforded the privilege of leaving when you wish. We don't force officers to stay in our service.
Ugh,
If you feel
so luxurious here.
we try to be accommodating. Now,
Ugh.
I know, Commander, that might be a little quick, but since you already are familiar with the crew of the Vasquez and have been serving as the XO under Captain Sakir for a year now, we have a little task for you. Captain Sakir has been
Incapacitated.
To say the least.
I
Your
do not
chief
know
medical
the nature
officer.
of what is happening to him, but I have noticed it. I hope it is going well for him.
He requested privacy in the matter, but your chief medical officer, Lieutenant Nagata, is currently tending to him here on Narendra, with possibly moving to Vulcan. But
I respect that. The Vulcan people are a very private people about some things, I suppose.
well, because the ship is without a commanding officer at this point, and since you are now officially a member of Starfleet, we decided that to give you a little test run, if you will. He turns over and he kind of hits a button on like a screen behind him, and it brings up a system, a map of a system, and he points out a planet. Goes, "This is Ashgrave 4. Most of the locals know it as Footfall. It's a colony that's been considered a holy place by many different religions in and outside of the Federation. They believe that some believe that this is where the creator of the universe is.
All right.
Now, unfortunately, recently, there has been a problem on the planet. There has been cases of vandalization, is what we've been getting. And with a colony, which is, well, not Federation, is still within Federation-controlled space, we would rather not have this melting pot, peaceful coexistence symbol of religious tolerance in the Federation become a dangerous place. So your mission is simple. You are to report to the actual name, Commander Sha'al, who is the Federation governor of the planet. And you are to deal as peacefully as possible with any issues arising on the planet. This is a simple negotiation. Just stop the kids from spray painting the chapels, will you?
I will do my best.
It's a joke, Commander.
Oh. Ah!
We'll work on that humor
I don't
of
know
yours.
what spray paint is, but I assume it's paint that you spray.
Yes.
Context clues.
Is that
It's a
Not
simple.
there.
This is a simple milk run, Commander. We're not expecting much. It's just we need to have someone deal with this problem. Commander Shaw requested a ship. It seems out of place, but considering the nature of the planet, we felt it was appropriate to send somebody. The Thunderchild is already on military patrols near the border, and all of the other ships we have are either in scientific or Klingon. So we're the closest station to respond, and the Vasquez is the one that is the most available for it. Considering your vast experience with negotiations under Secure, I figure you'd probably be the best person. And being of a non-Starfleet origin, you probably would be able to negotiate a little bit better anyways. So, that is your mission.
All right.
Any questions?
How does Starfleet arrest work?
She can put people under Starfleet arrest now.
Yes. I'll have the chief of security of the station send you a manual for about it. It's a little complicated.
I'm sure this won't be very complicated, Admiral, but I do have another question more on the personal level. Will I be required to attend Starfleet in San Francisco?
No.
Okay, good, because I hate school.
No, you're not going to have to go to the academy. Your actions
I
have...
had a vast education, but
Yes.
I really
This is an unusual situation, Commander, but
35
not
years
an
old.
unwelcome one.
All right. Excellent. Well, I will do my best, Admiral. Thank you for your personal visits to give me my pips and to
Nope.
to rank me up. And
No problem.
I know Secure isn't here at the moment, but it was very thoughtful of him to put that request in on my behalf.
Anything else, Commander?
No, bash out.
You're right in front of him. You do that.
Good. Oops. I'm used to looking at you on a screen. I'll see you later, Admiral. Have a good day. Somebody should escort you wherever you need to go. I don't know.
You're actually in his office on the station. So
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
so I just walk. Okay.
you walk
Yeah.
out. You just I'm bye.
Bash out.
Commander, Dad's the closet.
All right, we're gonna cut to Tersey. Tersey, you are at the on the station, waiting to meet a contact, another contact from Starfleet, and up walks a what's his name? What are the names? Now I'm blanking on the actual the name of the species. Give me a second.
Human.
It's human.
Those pesky humans.
Human.
It is a Andorian. I can't believe I missed that one. Andorian. An Andorian comes up in plain clothes and sits in front of you and goes, "Oh, Jace, it's good to see you again, old friend."
I'm assuming I recognize him.
No.
No. I look around. I'm like, really?
Yeah. It's. Have you heard about the terrible riots on Vulcan, which is a thing you've heard as a challenge?
Ah, okay. Yeah, I hear they're illogical. Which
You want to? Yeah. Do you want to come with me on a quick walk? I've got something to discuss with you, old friend.
sure.
He stands up and kind of walks with you. How's Lieutenant Inarin? I hear he's possibly up for a promotion.
That's the rumor. Seems like he's doing quite well.
Anything else you've learned about him?
I've been watching him, but I haven't noticed anything really standoutish.
Well, be prepared. We've got some intel coming in. Keep a close eye on him, and
Is there anything specific I should be looking for?
no. Just look out for that Bajoran he hangs out with. She might be a good insight into his actions.
Very well. And do we think he's any potential risk to the ship?
Possibly.
Lishu,
Possibly
by the
even
way.
Lishu. Yeah, I'll put that name down. Possibly even to the Federation.
Well, if it comes to that, I'll handle it.
I know you will. But keep an eye on them. Well, thanks for the walk, old friend. He kind of hits you on the shoulder. He goes, "Good luck with your milk run. I hear it's going to be very enlightening." And then he walks off.
Oh gosh, I don't like this. Jersey
All
walks off in the opposite direction.
All right, so now we're going to cut to Cole and Anarin.
Yeah, I would be on the bridge because Baj is off ship.
Yeah. Well, no. Here's the thing. You
Oh.
and Anarin are asked to, with the rest of the engineering crew, and with Jumo, to attend a ceremony. And they're doing kind of a very specific kind of good luck ceremony that from the Bajoran faith that you're all asked to sit there. It's very long. It involves a lot of ear touching, and it also involves meditation. So how are you feeling as this is going on? And you were both actually at the very front because you're both part of the command crew, and you have at least some personal relations with either both of the two Bajoran crewmates. There's lots of other Bajorans. The other like maybe 3 or 4 Bajorans in the crew are there as well, helping out in the ceremony. But mostly it's like almost the entirety of the engineering crew is there. Dahl, you're there. Some of the medical staff is there.
Cole is polite but uninterested. Like he's doing his part for his friend, but is like not really engaged.
I'm kind of on the opposite side. I'm interested. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna really affect my outlook on life, but I'm interested to discover this sort of aspect of other people's lives and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Dahl specifically, actually both you and Cole, Dahl and Cole, they get to a point in the ceremony, and they, you feel a tug at you, like it's like you're being kind of drawn forward, and as you feel the tug forward, you suddenly realize you can hear something. And Dahl, you recognize this. You're hearing the thoughts, whether you like it or not, of all of the Bajorans who are participating in the ceremony.
Ooh,
it's like
getting
a
through
cacophony.
my blocks.
Yeah. And Cole, it sounds like just all of those Bajorans are talking. They're not moving their mouths, but they're talking like over each other.
Cole he shakes his head a bit to make sure he's not imagining this, but he understands that there are scientific explanations for this kind of thing.
Okay.
We don't have an orb on board, do we?
No.
No.
And you look around you, and no one else seems to, like, both of you, like, can feel, if you look around you notice no one else is reacting.
Do I look at Cole, and is he as off-put by this? He's showing signs of
I am, in that I'm like, I've got my head sort of cocked to the side, and I'm actually trying to like separate the voices. I can't, but I'm trying to. I'm like, that's weird.
Okay, so both of you are kind of noticing.
I'm just gonna telepathically just go, you hear that too, don't you?
This is the first time I think Dahl has actually telepathically contacted you. So you hear Dahl saying, you hear that too, don't you?
I'm just going to think back, because I don't know that this is a thing that Dahl is doing with his things. I think it's just part of what's going on. I'm like, yeah, I do.
This is not supposed to be happening. This is weird.
They worship transdimensional beings.
Sure.
So, like, I don't have a good effect pre-tuned for this.
But
there we go.
Usually only happened with orbs, not just by themselves. Something is off, I think.
Maybe it's an effect of the ritual.
I'm gonna try to, using the techniques I had to learn as a child to block stuff out, I'm gonna try to tap into that and see if I can actually block it.
Okay. We're
just doing roleplay right now. There's no mechanics for this.
Yeah. So you find that it's pretty easy to do once you've kind of concentrate in blocking it. Everything kind of goes back to being silent.
I will, because I'm curious. I will drop the block just so I know what to do if something else starts happening.
You're just gonna drop the block again?
Yeah, I'm just experimenting, because this doesn't seem to me like it's like a hostile act or anything. It's just
it's like a passive thing that's happening. As you drop the block again, it comes back. But as that section of the ceremony stops, it stops.
I give Jumo the side eye specifically.
Yeah,
you've heard
about this. You've heard a lot of things. Like, Jumo is really hungry. You know that Jumo he skipped breakfast to get prepared for this, so he is incredibly hungry. And all he's just like, I want a burrito. I want a burrito. I want a burrito. Where's my burrito? He's just been thinking about burritos this entire time. And And Lisha was just focused on everything. And then she looks at you at one point, Cole, and goes, "Oh shit, did I do that? Did I finish?" She's looking at me. Did I forget to do something? Did I not do the EPS manifold today? Was it my job to do the EPS manifold? Was that Joe? No, that was somebody else. Oh God, what did the chief do? What am I doing? What's going on? So
If there's a moment like that, I am gonna try to think directly at her.
okay.
I just feel like, you requested the day off. You're fine.
She doesn't respond or anything like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna fast forward this a little bit.
Ah.
Baj and everyone's back on the on the thing. It's been about a day or so, and you are now about a day afterwards. You're now traveling towards the planet of Ashgrave 4. There's really nothing special about the planet. Would there be anything you were doing while you're traveling there?
Cole is unable to get comfortable in the chair on the bridge. That's what's happening.
That's what's happening.
He's just
Okay.
like every few minutes he's
It's just a bit too tall.
Yeah. All of you are a little weirded out by seeing Cole on the bridge. Everyone seems uncomfortable with Cole on the bridge, and Cole just doesn't seem
including Cole.
comfortable. Yeah.
Except Baj. Baj is just like,
Question: Is Baj in
The captain show?
no, in a Starfleet uniform or Klingon uniform?
Starfleet.
She'd be in Starfleet at this point. Yeah.
She'd been wearing it for a while.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
She's been wearing this Starfleet uniform off and on. So
Depending
Okay.
on the mission.
Now,
yeah.
but now,
But now
it's like,
she's
wearing it
Just
all the
full
time.
on, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Before going into anything, is that supposed to be like a tie-in to anything? The ceremony, is this something I want to explore? Is it, or was it just something you put in?
It's something I put in. It's something if you
Alright.
want to explore, you can.
I was just gonna think that when I
You're gonna
hang
talk
out
to-
with Lisho, I would talk to her about it and see
Okay.
if there've been reports of.
So yeah.
all I would
So-
have done is pat Jumo on the back after the ceremony and be like, "You look hungry.
starving. he said.
Let's get a burrito."
Yeah.
Baj, and
I
Baj-
was thinking about burritos.
just to
Oh,
throw in,
weird.
Baj has probably got like a pad, like she's probably holding a pad, and she's like been actively just sort of reviewing more of like
Starfleet
Like-
protocols and everything.
not just Starfleet protocol. She's probably pretty familiar with Starfleet protocol at this point in 3 years of serving them, except
Mhm.
how to Starfleet arrest.
Yeah, that
one. but she's probably more trying to check out Federation standards. And also the big major like the the ones that
Prime
would differ from the
Directive.
Klingon- yeah, Prime Directive, and make sure she fully understands it. But Federation law is what she's actually reading more than anything. So she's like, I don't want,
Mhm.
if I get caught for the Romulan nail, what are my plea bargains that I might get?
Yeah. I mean, you learn the
that way.
basics. There's no death sentence. It's mostly penal labor, and the Starfleet's big on rehabilitation rather than punishment for things. Let's cut to Dahl real quickly. So Dahl, you and Lishu are she is in your quarters because she's asked you to try a new meditation technique that she's picked up. And she's like, it'll supposedly relax you, and it'll make you a little bit more open to fun. It'll get you out of that mindset, because she's been on to you about being more open and more
Yeah.
like less
Sure.
spending time. So
Well, and then I guess during the conversation, I would bring back the ceremony, and I would ask, was I supposed to be hearing voices of everybody in the room at some point? Is this a telepathic thing that the Bajorans do?
no, you heard voices.
Yes. I will telepathically. Yeah.
Right, you're telepath. Oh, that's normal though, isn't it? Can't you normally hear the voices?
I had issues as a child that I became susceptible. Well, my talent for telepathy developed very early on, and it's very unusual for Betazoids. And I had to develop my own sort of practices and techniques to block all the voices out. And that's been a thing for me ever since I was a child. And a few days ago was the first time the the voices managed to break through.
What part of the was it? The entire ceremony? Was it a part of the ceremony?
Just during, well, it wasn't the entire ceremony. It was like during the
The
meditation part.
A meditation part of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
just
okay.
yeah.
She's like,
And
well,
I think Cole heard them too.
Cole's not psychic, is he?
No.
I don't know. All I know is that that part of the ceremony involves invoking the prophet's protection in all things, as all other things are, but it's focusing on internal strength, protection through internal strength. So that's what I remember from that. You know, I've been doing it since I was a kid. It's not really, it's more of a, you do things long enough, it just becomes second nature. Done it so many times, I sort of remember it, but
Right.
That's weird.
Now the cogs are turning. Probably wouldn't like that I'm just jumping back into work, but I would wanted to search the logs, scan logs. Maybe something was happening. Is it like a residual thing from when we had the Bajoran orb on board or something like that?
Okay. Yeah, she'll offer to help you out and try to do pull up scan logs and things like that. So, give me a. All right. Let's see. Changes. All right,
Cole secretly thinks Dahl was pranking him, by the way.
Give me a control, or no, because you're. Control is like what you're doing, and reason is you're trying to figure it out. So
reason science.
Yeah.
Task roll 2.
Task roll 2, difficulty 2.
There you
go. Boom.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're able to. What you think is that you've gathered there's some residual energy, and you realize that the residual energy is not on the ship. There's some residual energy. I can't remember the name of the energy that's in the wormhole. It's like kind of like the prophet's energy.
Yeah.
But it's like that kind of energy as a residual on all of the people who were part of the orb, who had looked into the orb.
Ooh, all right.
It's very subtle. It wouldn't have picked up on any other scans, but since you were doing a little bit more specific scan, you picked up this fact that you're still carrying this energy around.
Right.
You don't know about Secure because Secure's not on the ship. So
yeah. Okay. Well, considering nothing bad's happened since, and it was quite a while, so I'm not really sure this is too big of a deal. So before I bring it up with Cole, I'll just let this whole night end normally, and then the next morning
Okay. So you find Cole on the bridge, uncomfortable. Baaj is not on the in the ready room, looking through Starfleet law.
I'll walk up to him and just shove a tab in his face.
Cole quickly sets aside the data pad he has that just has his webcam feed of engineering on it. I grab the pad and I'm like, what? Okay. What you got for me, Dahl?
Right. So these are the bioscans of everyone who was involved with the old Bajoran orb that we uncovered and delivered to Bajor.
Yeah, I remember.
To the Bajorans, yes. That is some residual energy readings of the same sort of stuff the prophets.
I told you. They worship trans-dimensional prophetic beings.
Sure. But remember what happened a few days ago during the during the ceremony. We both heard voices, didn't we? Like, it's fine for me to hear voices, but you shouldn't be doing that.
Are you telling me? I mean,
I
are you telling me I've got some kind of prophet brain bug?
Does the scan show that the energy readings are fading, or are they constant?
They seem to be low levels. It's hard to tell if they're fading. If they're fading, they're fading very slowly.
I think we were just sort of like exposed to this thing, and now I really don't know. It's like you said, these are transdimensional beings that I'm used to dealing with electronics. This isn't really my area expertise.
If I had to take a rough guess, I'd say something like low-level quantum entanglement.
Yeah.
Technobabble.
Possibly. Well, this is the first time that something has established itself, and I don't really think it's harmful to us, but I'll continue working on it with Lishu. Since she's Bajoran, she'll know. She possibly could know a thing or two about this. We'll try to get more experiences going, I suppose. But maybe it'll just fade away on its own. It's really hard to tell at this point.
See if you can reach out to I forget the position, the priest guy
Vedic?
that we gave, the Vedic, yeah. See if you can reach out to the Vedic that we delivered the orb to. Obviously, he has some kind of experience with that stuff at his level, and they may be willing to share information based on the circumstances.
All right, we'll do.
All right.
At some point
Yeah, at some point in the future.
Right.
Send a message.
I'll send a message about all that, yeah.
All right, let's fast forward a little bit. You guys arrive at the planet, and it's pretty unremarkable. And you're requested
we arrive on
the planet. You get a comm that just says requests you to beam down an away team into the main settlement to talk with the head commander there, Baj. So who do you want to take on this away team?
I want to take Doll, Terzi. Cole, I would leave it kind of optional for you because I kind of need you to stay in command of the ship. I need somebody to stay on the bridge, but Jumo and all of them can handle that too.
I was actually gonna recommend taking Jumo with you on this one. He has a unique perspective on religion, given his history. He might be useful.
Will you be joining us?
I'm gonna stay here and batten down the hatches, as it were.
If we need you, we will send for you.
Sounds good.
And then she, of course, takes like a security officer too, like probably Jetsar and maybe an extra more, just whoever needs to come, like small, no more than 5 or 6 people. So
we'll have Cole take the place. We'll have HP play the role of Jumo in this episode for when we're down there. So you beam down.
But while we're in the turbo lift, I'll just go to Terzi. Isn't the commanding officer supposed to stay on board?
You really want to fight with Baj over that?
No.
Also, if you guys were given the
Alrighty
mission
then.
brief, you know that she was tasked directly with negotiating.
Yeah, you would have known that she's tasked directly, but it is also up to the
shooting and firing.
It's also up to the commanding officer to determine if they should be there or not. They make the best calls. So this is a test in more ways than one. All right. So you beam down into the planet, and you arrive in an open plaza in the center of the only colony on the planet. It's bustling with activity, full of all manner of shops selling religious trinkets and paraphernalia of every type and every denomination. The people seem calm and happy, and several come up to you. Some Bajorans, some Denubulans, some humans,
Denobulans.
and they give you blessings be upon you, kind of thing, and kind of give you blessings.
Mormon
and
blessings upon you.
Mormon blessings upon you. There are many different species. You see Klingons, you see Romulans, you see Vulcans, you see Bajorans, Cardassians. It's a giant melting pot of just about every species in the galaxy. Even Ferengi are there.
They're the ones selling the religious.
They're the ones selling the trinkets. You're seeing people like you're seeing like Klingons talking with Romulans and Cardassians interacting with Bajorans. These are species who don't normally get along together.
Right.
But
they're all like hunky, happy door, and
We're all part of the same people, my brother.
And this
Nagata,
maybe
you're
it's
supposed to be at the station.
maybe it's just the site, but or maybe it's something about the planet, because you all feel good. Like the second you beam down, everything, all your troubles seem to just disappear, and you all gain one additional momentum.
Oh. Why do I feel
Captain.
so happy? This is not correct.
You feel content more than just like happy. You
I
feel.
shouldn't feel content right now. I just had a lot of shit happen last week on the other episode. Last episode was really rough for me, so I don't understand why I feel so good in this one.
Oh man,
The views from
real well.
Yeah, the views from the colony. By the way, you look out. There's these vast canyons of like multicolored canyons. There's trees, and forests in the distance.
Am I tripping balls, or this is great?
The sky feels big. It's clear.
Oh, it's Texas.
It's Texas.
Would we have reason to sort of suspect something's going on, or is it just like
it just feels good?
Cool.
It just feels like
feel good. Yeah,
it just feels good. Like there's no suspicions. It's like something you get why people are coming here. Either
Chuck
it's just
Mangione. It feels so good.
Yeah, yes. It maybe it's because people are just getting along together, people who don't normally get along together, the fact that people are just happy around you. And it doesn't feel like a phony happiness. It feels like people are like spiritually happy. Even like the Ferengi don't seem so bad, who are here.
Be happier though. They won't.
Or maybe it's the fact that it's like 25 degrees Celsius with very low humidity and a slight breeze. It's like the perfect weather, and
So you see the main administration building, and you start making your way there. When you make it to the main administration building, you see a lone ensign is sitting there with a data pad and looks up and goes, "Oh, you're from the Vasquez, right?"
Yes.
Excellent. The commander's been waiting for you. Follow me. And he kind of leads you down the hallways and goes, "This is your first time on Footfall?
Yes.
Feels good, doesn't it?"
It feels pretty good.
Yes. I surprised us too when we first got here. Nothing to be worried about. It's just positive vibes, man.
That's what cultists say. Just saying.
And
Commander Nagata's gonna be sad he missed this.
Yeah, Jumo's feeling real good. Yeah. Jumo's feeling like he needs a race. He feels like he needs to get in a car or in a shuttle and just start doing some races.
Whenever we stand still, he does almost like jumping jacks. He's just kind of popping up on his feet a little bit. He's in a good mood.
Yeah. So you as you walk into the office, you see the commander kind of is kind of reviewing data pad, looks up and goes, "Oh, you're Commander Baaj, correct?"
Correct.
"I've heard about you, Commander Shaal. And he extends his hand into it to shake.
Yeah, she just shakes his hand.
Pleasure to be the first official representative of Starfleet off of the Nuremberg station to welcome you, Commander. So he sits down and goes, I'm sorry, feel free to take a seat. Needs water? Ensign, get them some water. Yes, sir. And walks off, gets water.
Elderberry juice, maybe?
You got it. And again, walks off. He sits down and he goes, all right, I'm sorry to have, to have called you here, but we have a problem. And then he turns and hits it.
We are here to solve any problems, so
he clicks over and kind of clicks a button, and on the screen, on a nearby screen, you see footage. And on this footage, it shows a group of civilians in civilian clothing from a few different species running through the main street that you just were on late at night. They're not even worried that they seem to be on camera. They are carrying bats and tools, and they're running down the street and like smashing up windows and like overturning carts and just doing just tons of property damage.
Did we see any property damage when we were walking through it?
No.
At one point during the video, Jumo will interject and go, "Not the cabbages."
But
these
you also
guys don't seem very happy.
You also notice that they go out of their way to not hit other civilians. You'll see civilians kind of like go up and go, "Oh!" and they'll move around them rather than, or they'll move them out of the way if they're trying to protect their property. Like, no. They'll they grab the Ferengi and throw him aside, then bash up his shop and then run away, kind of thing.
right.
They seem to be avoiding hitting other people.
So they're
just doing
avoiding
property damage.
violence. Okay.
Mhm.
She
And
just observes this.
And Charles turns it off, and he goes, I know this group in question. They're an outspoken group of colonists calling themselves the Voice of Purity.
Oh God.
They're led by a woman who's named Annalisa Duval. She's a very religious figure, comes from a very wealthy merchant family, or well-to-do merchant family. They didn't really have a name. They always lived outside of the main colony, but recently they've become calling themselves the Voice of Purity. And they've been insisting that everyone on the planet bring their beliefs in line with theirs.
Oh.
Now, to be fair, their beliefs aren't too crazy. Most of their beliefs are what everyone else believes here. It's really almost exactly the same. But the people are upset because, no one wants to be told what to believe. And it's more than just like telling them what to believe. It's almost as if they're telling them that their faith is wrong and that they need to follow Annalisa. Now, I know Annalisa. She's not bad. She doesn't hurt people. She is normally very good. This is unlike her. So, but I am too involved in the local population. She doesn't trust me any more than she trusts anybody else here. We need someone outside this circle from our social circles to come in and deal with this.
I see. Well,
All I want you to we know that they live in a commune just outside. We know the general location of it, but I can't go, and I just need you to get them to stop breaking things, get them to calm down. It's making my job harder.
We can see about doing our best here. I will admit this is not talking people down from being idiots is not what My forte is I'm better at bonking them on the head about it, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, I do. That's all I ask is your best. Like I said, last time we checked to go to even talk with them, they were gone. We tried to negotiate. I tried to go out there with Ensign Peebles, and we tried to talk with them directly, and they were out of their commune. They disappeared. I think they went to the hills after this attack. There's some caves in the nearby hills, but we haven't been. We don't have the technology to scan those regions. A ship might. It's one of the reasons why we asked for a ship.
Forward to the Vasquez any files or information that is relevant about these people, so that we may understand more about their perspective before we head toward them.
Yeah, go for it. You got it. Pulls up a pad and hands it to you. This is everything we have. I've been reviewing it myself, doing my best to try to figure it out. I just can't.
Does he have anything else? Does he seem to have anything else?
He basically says, I can't help you with anybody. I'm busy trying to make sure that this place is run. But if you need anything physically, I can get it to you.
All right. Well, we will leave you back to your work, and we will start ours.
All right. Just like I said, I want you to stop them peacefully. Don't kill them. I want to make sure that there's not any reactions, and we're trying to keep this as a Federation colony. You've probably noticed on your way in, people get along here. People who shouldn't get along here. And we want to keep it like that.
Little doggies get along here.
Yes.
Well, if that is all, we will begin. And then she just leaves with the other two.
Thank you, Commander. Good hunting.
And as they leave, as they're walking, she just kind of like looks at Dahl and Junmo. Impressions, thoughts. As like just kind of walking and talking.
Considering the general vibe of this place, it's very hard to imagine that anyone would really stoop to violence unless they were that was their intent all along, like even before coming here. It's just like it doesn't strike me as a sort of place that would foster aggression among the populace.
I don't know. I understand a desire for, societal change, but it seems weird to just sort of try and bring everyone in line with your specific religion when a lot of the ones out there that exist out there have not only a long-standing tradition, but a basis in fact.
Well, and it is also worth saying, to add to your point, Mr. Junmo, that many religions in the history of many peoples of the galaxy at some point have had moments like those where everyone else is wrong and they are right. So, if this is a newer religion, perhaps this is a natural point in the development of a younger religion, if their religion is younger.
Could be. I mean, at least they don't seem interested in hurting people.
Yet.
We killed our gods on Kronos.
Sounds messy.
How did that go?
Did not go well for the first Klingon male. But we are deicidists in all technicality. So the idea of gods or ruling creations or creatures is a bit alien to me.
Well, before we do anything, we should probably find these the voice of purity and talk to them and see what their take on this whole thing is.
Good point. She Baj to Vasquez.
Call here.
Mr. Daxon, I will need you to scan the surface of the planet for these people called the Ring of Purity. What are they called again?
The voice of purity.
Voice of purity.
The Voice of Purity.
I
There
have
should be
notes.
there should be details that
Me
have,
too.
about them that have been forwarded to you on the ship.
Yeah, you would have gotten some about the general last location and where they think they might be.
We need to
All right.
find them. And also, could you do me another favor?
Hi, Commander.
I need to understand if there is anything peculiar about this planet, whether it's in the atmosphere, it is something with the gravitation, isometric breakdowns, radiation. If there is anything different than a typical M-class planet here.
I'll review initial survey scans, compare them to what the ship picks up, and get back to you on that while I'm looking for this group that you have us scanning for.
Especially atmospheric. I'm very interested.
All right. So Cole, I want you to give me a. Let me get to the right place.
I'll roll the ship
I'm gonna
roll.
have somebody from the science team actually do the scanning because this.
Okay, so Dahl, go ahead and roll this one. I'm trying to find the right section because there's actually we've not been using this properly, but there's actually just straight up things you're supposed to use for like actions you can use for.
Yeah, what the combinations are.
I'll roll
Yeah.
the ship for you guys. Just tell me what the ship rolls are.
It's almost certainly going to be sensors,
Yeah.
and I would guess science.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm guessing for me it's reason science because they're trying to figure something out, but it could not be. It could be science. Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
me get
definitely.
to the-
And the ship rolls. Oh, the ship does roll 2, right?
Right,
rolls
you,
one.
you talking about that little
Oh.
spreadsheet?
Oh well, I got a 0. So
Yeah.
I got a crit.
Let me double check this real quick.
Oh wait, I rolled the wrong kind of die. I'm sorry. I actually
Yeah.
did roll.
Starships.
There. Okay, 1 success by the starship.
Okay, so the actions are for comms, no navigator helm, tactical, no. Sensor operator, sensor sweep. This is a reason science task. Modified by the sensor's science with a difficulty of 2. It's like difficulty of 0, but
We
they
do
also
have
add
high
other
res
things.
sensors,
Yeah.
which we need to. I need to put the definitions of the talents in the ship sheet.
I think the high res sensor just reduces the difficulty by 1. That's what it does.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should be correct.
Yeah,
So-
and
We
it's
succeed.
It's a two successes.
You successful.
So we're
So-
up to like 3 momentum now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it'd
we
be
got
only
when
1.
we came here. Yeah.
So you're able to find pretty almost exactly where they are. There's a cave right by the old settlement where there seems to be life signs there inside this cave. So it's right by there. It matches everything that you've matched. It's pretty easy to find, super simple. As for anything else, you do recognize just kind of a natural background of energy. There's just kind of just general energy field around the planet. It's not too dissimilar from other planets, just depending on the rotation of its core and this sort of thing. But you do have a good kind of solid idea of the background energy in the planet.
Right.
And
Scan.
is it like a constant thing, or is it like pockets where it's higher density?
It seems mostly constant, but it's difficult to scan like more details for it. That's one thing you'll notice is that even the scans are not showing clear enough resolutions. There's something that's fuzzing the sensors a little bit.
Okay.
Scans show a low level,
Feel
almost
good
yeah,
ink.
yeah. Well, a low level radiation sort of mixed in with the magnetic field. The resolution on the scan's a little fuzzy, but all the survey data from when the colony was established seems to indicate that is no risk associated with it. And as far as any sort of records coming out of the place since the colony was established, nobody's developed any undesirable side effects, at least that have been reported.
I figured as much, but it's you said no negative effects, but there seem to be very positive effects happening here. Not that that's a bad thing, but if maybe you could work.
I thought we left Nagata back on the station, Commander.
He would
Can
regret.
I use my tricorder to? It's not a medical tricorder, but can I do scans on people to see
Inside
if
science.
there's like endorphin spikes and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Inside science.
Inside
Difficulty one.
science.
How dare you hold that at me?
2 successes.
Yeah, so you get one more things. This is like nothing you've ever seen before. Like the ship sensors seem to be muddled, but now that you're in it, it appears to be everywhere. There's this low-level energy field that is just not just on a person; it's everywhere you go.
What are your findings?
Well, we're bathing in it, whatever it is.
Mr. Daxon, or Mr. Cole, if you could please continue to investigate this energy source that both you and Anaran have confirmed the existence of, and understand it better while we work on talking to these Randy colonists. Perhaps.
I Commander.
Bajat.
Are you going to go to the colonists now?
Yeah. Is it like a? Is it like far enough that we need a beam, or is it like
You can
we
walk.
get there?
Yeah,
It's walk. It's not that far away.
I'm
Now
gonna walk.
I imagine
Here's-
there's vehicles and stuff we can grab.
Yeah. you can grab. Yeah, he offered you. The commander offered you vehicles if you wanted to drive there too. So
I'm driving. Get in, losers. We're going to go settle some cultists.
I think Jumo
driving.
would be driving. Jumo's been
Yeah.
kind of bouncing this entire time. The idea of driving, I would assume he'd be like.
Pretty much.
All right.
But if you not behave in the back seat, we will not go to Space McDonald's.
Jumo pulls through a space McDonald's and orders 1 cup of black coffee.
I have a rack of a
Space McDonald's, Space McDonald's, which is run by a Ferengi named McDonald.
And all Space McDonald's are in nebulas
Yes.
because there's coffee in that nebula.
The nebula. All right.
Dumb.
So you drive. Doll, are you continuing to scan, or are you just gonna keep?
Yeah. I'm gonna just stick my hand out with the left hand. I'm doing the dolphin thing just because it feels good. With the right one, I'm just holding my tricorder and just scanning.
Okay. As you get closer to the site, you start noticing that the energy's dissipating as you get closer to the site.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We make this note to Cole. I just Doll is seeing that this energy is falling as we get closer to where we're going.
Hold on. You can't. The connection isn't made. You hit it and it goes. He does the little. Yeah.
I don't have that sound effect. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, put it in reverse.
As you
It does like a power slide.
yeah. As you come to
Handbrake
a
turn,
stop in front of the empty buildings of the things, but the reverse. Doll, you notice that the energy comes back. It vanished as you were getting closer to it, and then suddenly several life forms appear on your scanners, and they seem to be moving towards you at very high speeds.
Incoming! Watch out!
Bogies.
Bogies. Get long, little bogies. Like from where? Like from the air on the
From
ground?
behind, from close to the rocky areas and heading towards you. Are you going to? What are you guys?
Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah. Do a
Does the
handbrake turn. Let's get
vehicle
out of
have any
here.
weapons?
I was gonna say I figured you guys would bring your standard away
Yeah.
away team mission weapons. I'm assuming Baaj has her batleth and.
But no vehicle-mounted weapon.
No vehicle mounted weapons. No, it's. You're in a religious commune, all right? They don't exactly have mounted Ahmad Deuces on the.
It would be hilarious if it was a Toyota pickup truck with a 50 cal on the back.
Yeah.
Hippies.
Never know.
We're being surrounded.
You see them moving towards you. Let me double check the.
Oh, I get it. So the energy was fuzzing with the sensors, and now that it's gone, we get clear readings of these things.
Yeah, these things, but you can't seem to get into any contact with anything.
What is his scans coming up like for what kinds of life forms? Like, is it giving any information? Like, if they're humanoid?
There's no. It's never something you've never seen before. It looks humanoid, but you've never seen it before. And these things are they're now just suddenly they just appeared behind the commune, by the far commune buildings, between the commune buildings and the caves where you see the life signs. And they're moving towards you.
I'm gonna ready my phaser on stun.
Okay, so to the northwest of you, there's some rocks. Then, so you have like two clearings, north and west view, and to a little bit beyond the west clearing, there's a commune building, and to the north. West, to the top left, you see some rocks that you could take cover behind if you want to, or you can take cover behind the vehicles, or you can just stand there. It's up to you.
Jumo's keeping the truck in drive.
Okay.
As I'm scanning, do I also find any machinery that could be producing a jamming signal for our communications?
Nothing.
Yeah, she's gonna have Jumo go to the rocks for cover.
Okay, so you drive to the rocks for cover.
Yeah.
All right. As you get to the rocks, you notice coming around the buildings are. Let me find the actual description of them. Something that looks like the stuff of nightmares. 2-meter tall humanoids covered in thick red skin. They have vicious horns and sharp teeth and claws that seem to be dripping saliva out of them. They're running on all fours. Like they're transitioning from two to all fours. And they're just growling and screaming as they approach you.
Scan them. Fucking scan them. What are they?
At what speed are they approaching? Like, are they
Quickly
racing towards us?
Yeah, they'll be with you in a couple of in a minute or two as they're coming towards you.
Okay.
Does the ship thing have like any kind of shield system? I mean
No,
the vehicle.
the vehicle doesn't. No.
All
right, let's. You're gonna scan them. Give me a.
Like, are they actually there? Are they fakes? Are they? What we see is like.
Are they holograms or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Jumo's gonna spin the back tires so that the vehicle does that like fancy turn in place maneuver, so that he's pointed right at them, and then just have the engine revved. So Jumo's ready to play chicken.
Terzi's going to get into a position where he can jump off this damn ride if Jumo does that.
So I'm trying to find the actual thing for this.
Just like, hold on.
We have varying levels of IQ on this toy mission.
Yes.
Well, Jumo's
in-
just thinking about the best way he can defend himself, and hitting these things with a truck seems like it.
Yeah,
Give me a insight science task with difficulty 1 with your scan.
2. So, wow, even one more. We are on 5 momentum now.
All right.
Better start using it.
Yeah.
These
So
are-
you notice that these things are real. They're very much real. But you've noticed that they're the same energy as the energy that's coursing around the planet.
Wow. Okay. I relay that is like these things are made of the feel good energy, but they're the exact opposite of feel good. I start backing up a bit.
They're terrifying. And you hear one of them go as they charge at you. And with that, we're going to take a quick break.
This
Son of a bitch.
damn commercial.
I'm not designed for fighting.
And now, time for a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back, everybody.
Right. Gonna get a water.
Me too.
Cool.
Oop, hit the wrong button. This button. All right, we return with these screeching abominations going after you behind your like saliva dripping from their fangs as they like open mouth, all fours crawl towards you, like running towards you at full speed. And we begin. You have the first shot.
I guess it can't hurt. So I'm going to yell, stop.
Diplomacy. Wow, from Jersey.
Give me a presence command roll.
Sure.
Can I assist him with that? Because I'm like,
And, and would anything I have give me a focus for that?
No, because you don't have any diplomacy things like that. You're mostly focused on
I
intelligence.
can use focus on my roll.
Yeah, you can use focus on yours.
I am a good diplomat. I am the
Oh
best
dear.
diplomatic. Boom.
By the way, as he chats like red shirts are gonna die, yellow shirts die in TNG. Red shirts are the command crew.
Jumo.
Yep.
Come on. And Jersey.
Yeah.
How can you attack a face like this?
Oh.
I don't know.
The cutest targ.
Jumo's a bridge ensign. He probably has a red shirt.
He probably does. Yeah.
Well, depends on what division he is.
I mean, I would assume he'd be command division.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
he's a red shirt, yeah.
It's like this.
Let's
Lieutenant
get.
Guido will not.
Yes. Okay, so presence command, good. All right, so it seems to sway them a little bit, but they're still pumping straight at you. They seem to be like a little surprised by the fact that you're talking, but they're still just going straight at you. That was Terzi's and Baj's turn. Dahl and Jumo, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna repeat what Terzi did, but not with opening my mouth.
Okay.
He's gonna
Give
mentally
me-
scream at them.
Give me
Stop.
give me a presence command, but with focus because you have focus.
Yeah, all right. Presence, command, focus, and I'm gonna spend a momentum.
Okay.
Guido barks. Ruff. And it is
Well,
stop and
Ooh. Complication. Now they're focusing on you because you talk to them telepathically. They're going. They kind of like seem to like angle towards you. One last shot before they get right on top of you. What is Jumo doing?
Permission to engage, Commander?
no.
That's
No. Okay.
It means engage is an attack, right?
Yeah.
No.
then he just
All right.
lays on the horn.
All right.
Ruff.
These three creatures, all two jump on top of Dahl at the same time, and the other one goes after Baaj. So you guys are. I'm liking the like stick to Starfleet protocol. Like we can't do this. We have to. We don't know who this is. It may look crazy, but it could just be scared. We don't know. All right, so they're gonna swipe at you, Dahl. I think it has to do the way that because we haven't done combat in a while. The way I know it is, it's daring security, but it's an opposed roll with melee combat. So
Okay.
whoever gets success.
They're about to F around and bring the Terzi out. I'm just
All right.
saying.
So the
Try.
first one swipes at you and gets one success. Go ahead. You can do a daring security as a counter.
yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
momentum even. So it comes up to slash at you, and you just tell me what you do because this is an epic like backhand.
Oh geez. I'm standing outside the vehicle. What I'll do is I'll open the door and let it smack into the door instead of me.
Okay, so it's going in, and you just boom hit it
Yeah.
with the vehicle.
Yeah.
All right, and then the other one's going to it kind of stumbles back a little bit. The other one's going to do the same thing.
We got 2 momentum from that, because
You got 2 momentum, yeah.
2 momentum, so we're maxed out. Okay. That's the other one going after me.
Yeah, because there's 2 going after you. Remember?
Yeah.
Goodbye, little tard.
Ooh, this one hits me.
Okay.
'Cause I was too proud of what I just did
Yeah.
to the other one.
So it does a total of, I don't know what the critical failure is with the, I think it's just 0. So it does a total of 3 damage. You're not knocked down, but you take 3
stress. Ah,
Yeah.
damn! I scream out both,
Yeah.
both with my mouth and without, so everybody around me hears
you
this.
can hear this.
Ah!
Yeah. As you,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, boom, and you're like, ha ha, and then you didn't see the other one coming from the side and go, ah, as it starts like digging into you as you get attacked. Baj, it's going after the other one's going after you.
I'm like, she's prepared for this. Like she's not caught off guard by this because obviously these are just coming at them, but she's refusing to have us attack. So she's just like gonna be in a more defensive stance because that's her nature.
Okay. Roll me a daring security for counter because it's got 1 hit.
Sorry, making sure.
You can spend momentum as well if you want.
In hand-to-hand combat, I think
It's definitely a
better.
focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's Klingon. Come on, man. We know. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I got 1.
It's tied. So you blocked it off. You just like
We're in a
deflected
hold.
as it, you know.
We're in a
yeah,
hold.
Oh! All right, now
I'm
let's back up.
actually gonna I'm kind of like holding on to like where it's so I guess it's almost like it's trying to get me and I'm sort of pushing against it. Is
Yeah.
Sort of and
Yeah.
she's gonna just look it right in the eye and she's just gonna be saying, "We are not here to hurt you."
All right, what do you want? Who wants? It's up to you. Who wants to go first? It's your turns.
Jumo's gonna try and tackle the one off of Doll.
Okay.
Like
Give me,
flying leap from the truck.
daring security.
I hope you put it in park.
All right, daring security, task roll 2. I'm gonna spend a momentum on this. Get an extra die. And ha!
Okay, and it's gonna try to defend it. It defends it. So you leap to tackle it as it's on him, and it kind of like grabs as Jumo reaches up and tries to wrap him. It kind of reaches up. It lets go of Anaran for a bit and grabs your Jumo's hands and like holds him as well as a block.
Oh, it's holding your hands. Aw.
Can I do a turn now?
Yeah. Everyone has a
Right,
chance
I'll-
now.
Yeah, well, it's on me. I'll just reach for my phasers because it's still set to stun as it was,
Yeah.
and just point blank.
Okay,
Like
I'll give you
fucking can't miss from point blank.
from point blank. I'll let you use a focus for this one just because it is point blank. So that'll
All right.
that'll a little bit better. It's
All right.
control security, and you need to get 2 successes, I think.
Fine. I'll use the momentum.
Hold on, let me double check that because I think. I wish they would. This was be split a little bit better.
I mean, I could just hit the button next to my Type 2 phaser. Does that do anything?
That's the damage.
Oh, damage. Okay.
So let me go in for combat real quick.
Oh, do you need the damage for phaser?
Or like,
Well,
what
no,
is it?
we're doing stun, but I'm
It's
just
just stun. It's more that like, what does he need to get for it? Because if I remember correctly, for combat, it's about like for ranged weapons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For melee, it's difficulty daring security difficulty 1, and for ranged it's daring it's control security task with difficulty 2. This is not an opposed task. This difficulty is increased by 1 if there's an enemy within reach of the attacker. So it's actually increased 1, and complication range increases by 1. So
Makes sense because they're already on top of you trying to hit you, and you're getting.
so it's
figure out.
difficulty 3. And
damn.
a complication 2 for point blank.
Really?
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's that thing that Mythbusters tested where a guy running at you with a knife, if they're within a certain distance, you're going to have way more time getting a gun out to shoot them.
Well, it's not. Well, he's focused on Jumo right now, so I'm just there
But he's-
going.
Yeah,
You got
but
everyone on you though.
But you still have the other one who's like on the ground. That you
Oh,
knocked down
right,
to some
okay,
leave,
yeah.
so-
All right. I'll try. Wow.
Nothing. So there's no
No.
complication.
Nothing.
Yeah.
At least no
So-
complication. Yeah.
Like as you
You
reach
don't,
up to
you don't
fire, the other
stun
one.
Jumo.
Yeah, the other one grabs your foot as you're. It was from the ground. It grabs your foot as you reach up, and you just fall back and you miss with the phaser. Terzi or Baj, what do you want to do?
Oh yeah. By the way.
Yeah.
Baj will like, cause she's kind of caught this one that's tried like they're in a stalemate. She's just like she's literally telling it, "We are not here to hurt you." And
It's
she's,
just screaming at you as you're holding it.
Well, then I scream back, and then the way it screams, and then I'm just gonna like, I'm just trying to put it
The
like,
Klingon headbutt.
yeah, that's a good one. I was
Okay.
trying to find.
Unarmed
Klingon
strike.
headbutt gets 4 damage. Everybody, 4 damage rolls. Okay, it's an unarmed strike. I'll just do an unarmed strike, non-lethal
Yeah.
knockdown.
But you get focused because Klingon.
Yeah. So what's that? It's gonna be what you fitness security. Yeah.
It's fitness. It's a daring security or fitness security, one of your choice.
2.
Okay. It's an opposed roll, so it also gets the chance to stop you. Nope. You headbutt it. Roll me some damage.
So that's 2, 5.
5. And I found out that there's a knockdown status. Depends on if you look at your unarmed strike, it'll tell you how many deltas you need or to get a knockdown, not just
Oh, I
one.
don't. Yeah, I don't.
So-
I don't know. I didn't see that. That's how that works. Finally.
Yeah. So
I
it's
thought,
it's
like,
the if
one
you,
delta just like indicated that whatever the effect was, like.
it depends on which knockdown. Like for instance, these guys have a specific number of deltas for knockdown for the hit, whereas other people have less or more. So,
Okay, so I didn't probably knock him down. I imagine
No.
they have more than one.
But
Okay.
you still took 4 stress. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's up to your turn, Terzi.
How much momentum do we have?
Momentum. We got 4.
4. Okay. I want to
You
take
could
a shot
spend
at the
1 or 2.
Yeah, I want to take the shot at the one that's on Doll, and I'd like to use 1 momentum.
Okay. Go for it. It's a difficulty 2 if you're going to shoot it. Or it's difficulty 3 if you're point blank.
Would I be point blank? I'm in the general vicinity, but I don't think I'm like.
No.
You know,
Okay. Yeah. If you
right
say
in it.
you're not in it because they're not on top of you.
He's like
yeah.
on. I imagine he's like on the other side of the car. I imagine like it
I'm
would-
close, but I don't know if I like
No.
what counts as point blank.
Like if they're like within reaching range of you, and they're not.
Yeah, they're probably
I'd say
not.
they're within charging range. Like if I wanted to run and hit them, I could, but
Yeah.
they're not like arm's length.
I'm
Yeah.
picturing
So you,
it
you,
like
no difficulty.
Jumo,
It's just
driver's seat, me and passenger, and then
Yeah.
Doll directly behind me, and Terzi on the other side. So I imagine him as being on the other side of the car.
I just shot myself.
you stun Doll. I'll say that.
Oh,
Roll the damage.
Oh god.
well, phaser on stun doesn't do damage, does it?
Yeah. I was about
Let me.
to say, what
I'm
did
double
it stun?
checking the statuses.
I'm helping him not suffer the pain of his injuries. And I'm helping the rest of us. I'm helping the rest of us not hear his telepathic pain.
I'm trying to look through this knockdown. I think it's what is the stun setting? It's non-lethal.
yeah, it's non-lethal.
Which the weapon is debilitating rather than deadly if the character attempts to make a lethal attack with them. So it still does stress, but remember if you reach half stress, you pass out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So what do I
I'm
roll?
I'm gonna have stress in 2.
just roll your normal.
That button?
Oh, you are knocked out.
Oh no! Wait!
You're
No, hold
out.
on. Stop.
way too
That
much.
was the wrong one. That was type
Okay.
3. I would not be using
Oh,
type 3.
jeez. Yeah, no.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
3.
So let's do type 1.
You're
That's
still
worse.
knocked out. You are knocked out.
Worse.
You are out cold. That's also
bad.
way more than it should be. Let me
Yes.
let's do one more time, because this. So
It's
type
like double of what it's
a
supposed
type
to be.
2 is 3. What do you have on there?
Remember, it adds like your security and like your
Mhm.
control or something. to it.
Okay, I'm changing it to 3 because it wasn't 3.
It's actually 2, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, there you go.
That's still 4,
Better.
5, 6. You're probably still knocked out.
Yeah, definitely.
Knocked out. Okay.
You're welcome.
You accidentally hit in the scuffle. You hit Doll, and Doll is now unconscious.
Oh, jeez. Did
I'm
Jumo
sure that's
go?
got to confuse the hell out of
Yeah,
them.
Jumo went.
Yeah, Juma went.
He was the tackle.
So now they're both gonna focus on Jumo since Doll's knocked out. First one on
So
Jumo.
if I stun all of us, they stop?
Oof. Oof, big oof. You can try to defend it.
I'm gonna try to use the momentum to defend
Okay.
it. It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try
I
it.
believe in you. I believe in you. I think you're gonna
Nope.
roll. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Maybe I don't.
Okay.
Maybe my belief was.
You take a total
That's
of 4 damage.
4.
Yeah. Actually, vicious one just means that the deltas are 2 rather than 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just slashes at you, like pulls away
That
from your
is-
arms and just slashes at you with the talons.
That is more than half of Jumo's.
Is it?
strat. Yeah.
Okay, so Jumo's unconscious. So he falls down unconscious. It's now just Terzi and the other one is gonna get up, and then the other one that Boz just hit is gonna try to respond again, hitting you.
Fitness security for defense, or was it? Oh,
You can do
daring.
fitness or daring, either one.
I'll just use fitness. It's easier. She's gonna use fitness all the time. Yes, there is this thingy. There's a thingy. So yeah, screw you, guy.
You get a momentum back, and so he tries to hit you again. And you grab his talons with one hand. You're basically playing with this guy. Now it's back to Terzi and Baj. Baj, Jumo's down, and Doll is unconscious.
And we can't get comms.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in like mama bear mode now.
Mhm.
Her phaser. I don't know if I want, because I don't want her to use the Batleth, because I don't want her to use lethal force right now. So
That makes 2 of us that have been considering that option.
yeah. So yeah.
Remember, the mission parameters is to try to not use lethal force as long as you possibly can. It's not like unnecessary use of lethal force, not no using of lethal force, just unnecessary.
Yeah, and we're teetering on the necessary. When 2 of my officers are down and out like that, and we're like surrounded by 3 or 4 of these things, it's kind of starting to teeter into the lethal. However,
I will also note that there
Basic
are other
tactics.
officers that I assume that are remember you had just R and one other security officer with you.
oh, I keep forgetting they're here. Oh yeah. Okay, can we roll them? Can I roll Jetsa R real quick
Yeah.
at least for an attack? Because she would have attacked by now. She would
Go
have
for
tried
it.
it. I forgot they were with us. Otherwise, I
Yeah.
would have been rolling her.
I'll roll for the other security guy as well.
Okay, that hurts. I was
Yeah.
I was trying to be like unconscious for all of it, but that hurts my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is an expert in survivalism and awaiting security, so she is getting a focus here. 2, she needs her fitness and security, and she is going to attack. Boom. The ones on Doll.
She using a phaser?
Or the ones now on Jumo. Or whoever. I
Thank
guess they're
No.
She she's gonna use her I imagine she's like kind of in close range too. I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
that, like she's in melee. So yeah, she's gonna do a melee attack.
Okay.
Um,
So we go with
now her unarmed strike, because I kind of homebrewed this because she's Capellan, and Capellans are like exceptionally like strong.
Mhm.
Her unarmed strike is still the same, but she does have Vicious 3 attached to it.
Gotcha.
She's a mean bitch.
Okay, so they're gonna try to.
And Vicious 3. So
They're gonna try to. They're gonna try to defend it as well. He actually just manages to block it. So she comes in to swing and she connects it, but it
sorry.
blocks
I mean to roll my
the other one.
damage early. Yeah.
It's okay. And then the
He's gonna stay
Starfleet,
on one.
the security officer is gonna pull out his phaser and try to shoot the one that's on. That just took down Juno.
Phaser's on stun.
Yeah, phaser's on stun. Nope, misses.
All right.
This is how we die.
The
On a milk run.
Wait, the guy. Aren't you saying that the guy like won his roll? Like, because wouldn't his roll be the first and the
No. So you basically have a roll off. So just ours
Well, no.
striking, and the
okay.
creature has a chance to defend.
Oh,
so
and
defending.
your next roll was the security. Okay,
Was
I'm
the
sorry.
security
I
officer.
thought
He's
you would
pulling out
roll
his phaser and
security
firing and
officer
missing.
then the opposed check. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Control security is different. All right, now it's their turn. The other one now sees.
Well, Baj didn't go yet, did she?
Oh, Bajin did it. No.
Vaj and Tersey didn't
Didn't
yet.
go yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was wanting to get those guys out of the way.
Stop getting excited to kill us all. Jesus,
Yeah,
Paul.
Jesus. Paul.
To be fair, up to this point, y'all have been dealing with these sort of like melee and like combat encounters, with just like
Yeah.
except for the one where Baj, where the Klingon killed himself in glorious
Yeah.
combat, and Baj nearly died.
Look,
yeah,
we
I forgot
know
about
we know you want to start with Actium soon, but you don't
Not
have to.
this soon.
Yeah.
This is not the way.
Hey guys, I just want you to know Cole is also not having a great time. The chair on the bridge
So
so
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
Oh,
Couldn't
you
just
never
stand
change.
at a
Never
console.
change. Never change, Cole. All right, here's Baj's attack. A 3.
Nice.
All right, let me.
All right.
Get it, Vaj.
Get it.
Yep, you hit him.
Yes.
Another headbutt. Another headbutt of glory.
3 more. Let me see.
That's the one directly on me. She's got to deal with that guy before she can help anybody else.
Yeah, so you headbutt, and like as you headbutt, it kind of goes "Bleh," and it falls down. And as it falls down unconscious, you notice it just phew, disappears. Just disappears in front of you as it hits the ground.
I just kind of look at like that. I look at Tersey, and then I just immediately like get to helping like the other two, like to dealing with the other two.
Tersey, you're up.
I am going to take a shot at whichever one is closest to Juno.
Okay. Let's stand up.
Probably be
Still.
the one that sliced open his chest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you firing with a
Yeah. Phaser.
Type 2?
Yeah.
Momentum, people. We got so much momentum.
The small one.
Okay. You
And
need to get a 2.
Oh.
Do you
Can I
want to
use that
spend
momentum then?
You can use momentum. Let me go over exactly how momentum works for this, because there's actually a specific
Yeah, please.
like roles you can do. So you can spend momentum for bonus damage, disarm, extra minor actions, keep initiative, penetration, reroll damage, avoid injury, secondary target, or swift task. So you could spend momentum. It's 2 momentum for
keep initiative.
to keep initiative, and then you can
Yeah,
go. You basically go again.
Yeah. Do that.
Or here's another question. How much momentum is it to pick a secondary target to shoot at?
This is
That's
Um,
essentially
it's the
the
keep
same thing
initiative.
because you're
It's the same
going
thing.
twice.
Okay, so and we have how much momentum?
Oh, secondary
have
target
four-
is 2, actually. A second target within reach of the attack's target is also affected by the attack and suffers half the damage of rounding down. So,
It's 2.
What was our momentum count?
We have 4, so you can spend. We have 4
4?
points, so you
Let's-
can spend 2 momentum. Yeah.
I'll spend the 2 to keep the initiative
So we're
Okay.
down
and then
to
take
1.
another shot.
no, it just costs 2.
Wait, you
It
said
just
we
costs
had
straight 2.
4 and I spent 2. That's
It's not.
No, no,
it's
but
not
you
like.
have, but you have to.
It's not like extra rolls. With this one, it's a flat cost is 2.
Oh, so it's not like 1 for 1 and 2 for the second one. Okay.
That's for only for the dice rolls. So
Oh, okay.
So I take the shot again then.
yeah, give me a shot.
Oh, come on.
You miss
quit.
again.
I'm done.
All right.
Are you
now
rolling the right thing?
The one
Do you
that's
have a
going to try
focus
to-
you could use?
I will tell you that this is the last round that Terzi tries a phaser.
So the next,
That's it.
the one that is on Jetsa R, which is the one that just took down Jumo, is going to take a swipe at Jetsa R. Jetsa R's got a chance to respond. Actually, no, my bad. I hit the wrong thing. The wrong character. There we go. Jetsa R has a chance to respond.
Okay, cool.
I'm guessing she has a focus too. Yeah, she blocks it.
She does.
The other one's gonna go after Jetsa R as well. The one that's just stood up. The one that Cole knocked down, or not Cole. Naren knocked down. It's so 2. Jetsa R still has a chance to defend. Defends. The Jetsa R just like making everyone look stupid. Yeah.
But this is what that's her job.
Yes, she's
Yeah,
security.
literally, her one of her focuses is away team security. I mean, this is like her moment, you know.
All right. Now it is back to the top. I'm gonna have the security officer try another phaser, a blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Jetsar obviously try her thing.
Yes, he does it. All right. He hits one of the one that Jetsar's got for 1 damage.
All right, Jetsar is gonna hit.
So how come that's only 3 dice roll, but when Terzi did it, it's 12?
Oh,
because he's a lower deck officer.
Yeah, he's just an ensign, or not even an ensign. He's an enlisted personnel.
All right.
It factors in an additional thing, and it's
Jet attacks 1.
Okay. Hits, and does it defend? There's a chance to defend. 1.
Why didn't the other one defend?
Oh, because
this
it's
isn't a phaser.
This isn't a phaser. This is it manages to block Jet's attack.
Okay. All right. And then who's next? So that was the 2 of us, and then that's the 2 of those.
It's still
characters.
Baaj and Terzi. So I
Terzi,
can go.
Yeah. Do.
Is Terzi just gonna go in swinging?
Well, let's
Terzi's
Baaj-
minor action's
let
going to be
Baaj
to
go
switch
first.
weapons.
Let Baaj go first to see what she does before you use any lethal damage.
Okay.
Well, I've already seen one disappear on being knocked out, so I'm no longer thinking that they're real.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at something real quick.
So I don't believe that they can be killed alive.
Sorry, I'm just looking at some my awards to see is. I don't want to use those. Okay, cool. I'm going to. I'm gonna spend. I'll wait to spend momentum.
Okay.
Okay, 2.
All right. You're attacking one. Are you attacking the one that's been hit, focused by Jet and?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna try to defend.
the one I hit
It
with the
does.
door take any damage?
No. It just was
let me-
disoriented.
Let me spend the remaining 2 momentum to keep initiative and do a second attack.
Go for it.
Damn.
Nope.
We're out of
Doesn't
momentum,
even
guys.
defend.
Sorry, I wasted it.
To use that momentum.
All right. Now Terzi's
No. No.
I'm coming in full batleth.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right,
We
I got a
tried
threat.
as long as we could.
I got a threat.
I don't care.
Let's go for
I
it.
never care. All right. Which one looks like it's the closest to actually hurting somebody? Doesn't matter.
The one they're both like there's one that's been focused on. The security officer hit it for once for stun, and then both Baaj and Jitsar have been trying to get it, and it's been blocking left and right.
That one is
Okay.
my target. I quit.
It's not control security. Reroll it. It's fitness or daring
Oh.
security.
Yeah, it's fitness.
Oh,
40.
I'll go with daring.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, daring. No, fuck fitness.
Yeah.
Terrible defenses.
Control is in the situation in combat's more for like when you're aiming a weapon.
Hey.
Okay.
There you go.
It gets a chance to defend, and I'm going to spend some threat
Oh,
that because to keep it going up. Still fails, and
With a
with a critical,
complication.
with a complication.
Complication.
Oh,
he
all right.
disappears before, you know.
What
All
is
right.
the batleth damage supposed to be in the box before I roll it?
Batleth. Let me get to it. It is
I have
it is
it.
I know
actually
it's
listed.
just one opportunity one.
It's on my sheet. You don't have to look it up. It's Batleth. It's 3 in the little box
3.
for number die, and it's vicious 1, opportunity 1.
Okay. So do I roll damage now, or are you?
Yeah, roll damage. It's 3 damage plus your own damage. So roll the damage.
Dude.
So those vicious are actually 2. So here's the complication, and I'm going to get you to do this. Roll it again. No, not roll it again.
Mm-hmm.
You effectively did 2. It tried to get out of the way. It like it's holding both Baaj and Jetstar's like hands, and so it's like leaving itself open, and you walk right, like run right up to it, like jump over the vehicle, like you step on the vehicle, jump up and do a flying leap, and it's like, oh, it looks up, the eyes wide open, like I made a mistake, and it tries to let go of the hands to try to block it, but instead of blocking it, all it does is causes it to kind of shift, and you are able to swipe down on both of them as you hit.
Ooh, boy.
So that's it takes, the other one takes half damage. You manage to like basically cleave both of them in 2, and they just kind of, and blood splatters out of them as you hit them. Just covers Jetstar and
The
Baaj in
moment
blood.
blood splatters, I'm like, oops.
But the second the blood splatters and like you buried it in, you go, oops, they just disappear.
What about the blood? Does the blood stay?
Blood disappears as well.
Huh. Interesting. So immediately she orders her, Terzi, Jetsar, everybody that's still standing, like, hey, get Jumo and Dahl. Like, we start picking them up and kind of putting them back in their seats in the car to see if, like, and kind of trying to get them to wake up, and using and also use the tricorder to determine if they have any like outstanding injuries.
Okay, so let me look at the injury table, because there's actually an injury thing we have to do. Try to find it. Injury and healing. So there's no complications from non-lethal. Injured by lethal attack. So Jumo is on death's door, essentially. So there needs to be a first aid roll, which
would be best done by me, but I'm out cold.
Yeah. Daring medicine task with the difficulty 1.
I got a talent for that.
Baj's medicine isn't the best. Let's look at.
Sorry, focus.
What matters is less. Matters is one or the other. Medicine, if medicine isn't good, but your daring is high, that would be good. If your medicine is good,
I
and your
have high
is low.
daring, low medicine.
Yeah, the same thing. Same high daring, low medicine. So I guess
What's your daring?
10.
Same.
I mean,
What's your medicine?
would it make sense to revive me first?
Yeah.
I could do
Same
it.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get you first. Don't worry about that. We're just working out who's gonna do it. Yeah, I'll roll.
How about I've got it,
You're
Baj.
Dr. Jones, you
I've
should
got it. I'll roll, and you're assisting.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that's the go-to
So
right there.
what is it? It's daring medicine. Okay.
Daring medicine difficulty 1.
Ooh, we good.
There we go. So you
Now
get
that
it. You get
you're
it. You
Fail.
get a momentum back.
I'm no good at this.
So you basically just like jam a stimulant into Anaran, who just wakes up.
That was rude.
And as soon as you wake up, you hear, "Sorry, welcome back. Fix Jumo."
You look over and Jumo's bleeding from like a slash across his chest.
Yeah. I'll get on my feet, run to the
How does
to the
an arm
vehicle, grab
feel?
the first aid kit.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
groggy, but
He has a hangover.
It'll increase
of
the
a hangover.
difficulty. It'll
Yeah.
increase the difficulty by 1, so it's 2 rather than 1.
I'm gonna throw an assist to Anarin as well.
right, I gotta focus. I'll spend a momentum, and that is what you say? Reason,
It's daring medicine +1, but you also focus.
daring medicine.
And you've got an assist.
Yeah.
Okay,
So now you
daring
just need to get
medicine.
one success.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. That's all
Yeah.
you needed. Thanks for the assist. So you managed to like patch him up, and he's looking worse for wear, but he's not gonna die. He's still unconscious for now.
Move him. We move him out. I have everybody we move him out of the driver's seat because we initially just put
Oh,
him
he's
in
on the ground. He tried to
Yeah, he's on the
tackle the
ground.
one off of Dahl.
Hmm.
He was
Oh, yeah.
bleeding in the dirt.
Yeah, so let's get him in the back or something where he can lay down, like if there's like a back area where it's a little
Yeah.
more open. Let's get him laid down and somebody can sit with him, and then
Yeah,
I'll
I'll do it.
drive
I'll
it.
monitor him. Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and just because the place is in visual range that we're going to. We'll just go there because it's close.
Okay.
I
So, yeah.
Medical
I
aid.
would go out of this jamming
Maybe they're out of the
Field.
game. Like, she says, we need to get him medical attention right away. If we can get over there and at least get him well enough that we can go back, we will. But perhaps they are able to have communication over there. We are unaware.
The moment
Yeah.
that you try,
yeah.
that there's a comm comes straight through Cole. You get a call from the surface. A hail from
Right.
the surface.
Go
In
ahead.
our to Vasquez is like we got 2 emergency transport direct to medical bay.
Make it happen. I have my
Yeah.
transport.
You're out.
So that means Anarin and
1 power down, by the way,
yeah.
Yeah.
We should be at like 9 power now.
because of the scan and everything.
Yeah. I mean, the first teleport down also took 1 power, but that's hand waving him.
I don't think sensors cost power, do they?
They do. Sensor sweep costs
Oh.
power.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize. So yeah, we're at 8 then.
If
Anyway.
people would learn to use probes instead of burning power,
Probes are free, but you gotta restock them.
So that means Anarin
I
and
do.
okay, wait. Point of order. So Anarin and Junmo are gone now, right?
Yes, Anarin and Jumo are back up in the medical bay.
We'll send replacements.
Yeah, send us like
And please send us a spare medical team staff.
Okay, it's medical, 1 medical and 1 science officer.
I think
comes down.
I'll go back just because I'm up and I'm not injured.
you just wanted
really.
to get him to med bay. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So Anarin comes back down with a medical personnel, who's a
Stress
very
is gone.
the stress is not gone. You still have the stress until you get the medical attention. You still have the stress. So you have to go through medical stuff. You can still avoid injury and such.
Yeah.
All right, so you back up. You still see the life signs in front of you, and the energy seems to be slowly coming back into the region.
That was what was that? It's like
don't
the
know.
energy was focused into the creatures because it was missing from all around us.
I don't think those were real things. I think there's something energy because
Like
they
apparitions.
yeah.
Perhaps this
this
colony, this sector over here that we're going to, maybe they have answers. It sounds like their behavior from the other day did not match up the typical behavior of most people that live here. Maybe that has something to do with these creatures. Maybe they were attacked. Well, Nara, continue to monitor us personally with the tricorder.
Will do.
The second you beam out, and Narin comes back in, you see these people run forward. These people come out of the region, and they immediately run towards you, and you see a woman in front of them going, it looks says, Commander, I'm sorry. Are you okay? We heard phaser fire. We were hearing screams. Is everyone okay?
We were attacked by something, but
Holds the batleth behind his back so they don't notice it.
Yeah, because you can hide a batleth.
yeah. So
It's his special
Nothing to
pocket
see
batleth.
here.
behind the back, but yeah.
Stands in front of truck so they can't see truck.
Now she tells the lady, we were attacked by something, and there was a lot to discuss. I'm Commander Baaj of the USS Vasquez. Her name's Annalise something.
Yeah, I'm pull up her actual full title. I am
The Grand Poobah.
Annalisa Duval.
You are who we were coming to see.
Oh, Starfleet is. We're welcome. You're welcome. Can I get you anything? We've got replicators in the cave. I'm sorry that you had to deal with those demons. They've been hunting us as of late.
Why don't we go back to your compound and we can discuss this further?
Please come with me.
So we get back in the vehicle and drive over and all that.
Yeah, it's not too far away, and they lead you into the
It's like
caves.
10 minutes of driving and getting into a cave, walking through it, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
We're sitting down.
What you notice is that like everyone is like they keep asking if you're hurt. They want to check up on you.
We need medical
and-
assistance. We will get it. Don't worry about this.
And you're taken to the. It's a series of caves furnished simply with blankets and cots and a portable replicator that provides food and supplies. And she offers you food and drinks and sits down kind of in the caves and goes, "Thank you for coming. I'm glad to see the Starfleet's taking us seriously.
Now,
What can I help you with?
Questions.
Feel free. I'm willing to talk."
What we have come to speak with you about specifically before what happened a moment ago is the vandalism that members of your compound partook in at the colony of Footfall. But with what just happened, I would like to know every bit of information you have about those creatures first before we discuss that, because that to me, what just happened is a much more important problem at this very moment in time than you guys spray painting stuff.
Those are demons. They are
Explain.
here to attack us. I don't know. They've been showing up. They're in the antithesis of the creator's wishes. They're here to hunt us because we are so faithful to the creator.
Now, I need confirmable information, not speculation.
What do you mean
What do you
confirmed
know about-
speculation? Did you not see them? Did they vanish in front of you when you dispatched them, didn't they?
Yes.
They are demonic. They are evil. They are against the creator's wishes.
With all due respect, there's really no such thing as demons.
Then what was that?
An alien life form of the kind we have not encountered before.
What we could tell, from what we could tell, and she kind of does like one of those things where she looks at Anar and then she sort of, waylays her view back to the lady, or her eye back to the lady. From what we can tell, those creatures are made of the same energy that envelops this planet. However, when they appear, the energy around them dissipates.
Everything is
Perhaps
made
they're
of.
a concentrated version of this energy.
Everything is made by the creator. You see, with all of these different faiths coming to Footfall and bringing their own beliefs, this causes the creator pain. And when the creator is in pain, these demons are the manifestation of that pain.
Then why would they attack you?
Because we're
More often
faithful
than
to the
not.
creator. That's why we are trying to stop. Everyone needs to believe the same thing we do to prevent pain for the Creator to help us all.
Well, would you mind allowing us to skulk around the area so we may get to know all of you better and your perceptions of this Creator, and so that we also may...
I respect the Federation. I respect the ideals. I understand the ideals. You can even talk to Shalal. Shalal can tell you our ideals are not different from the Federation. We just need to to protect ourselves. We need to all believe as one. It's the only thing that will get to ensure the Creator is not in pain.
In order to believe anything, there must be investigation. We would like to better understand what you are speaking of, not only on behalf of the Federation, but also for ourselves as people. So I would ask...
You don't understand. If we don't stop the pain, these demons will not stop at Footfall. They will spread across the whole universe.
We are here to prevent that from happening, but we must better understand what they are from a scientific level.
They're demons. It's not just spiritual. You saw them. They're real. The Creator is here on this planet. It is the Creator of all things. You, me, planets, suns, everything. Your science is His creation. I didn't believe before I came here myself. I've lived here for years. I understand this now. This is not a matter of belief. I know this is the case. Ask anyone around you. They will say you the same thing.
Well, perhaps we will go ask. All I ask is some time to look around, review the teachings of this compound, and get to know the people here.
You're welcome to. You're feel to come and leave here at any time. The only reason why we're in these caves is because of those demons.
Well, hopefully we can help you find what is going on here from the best of our ability. But with that said, I think that is all for now. We will begin to peruse the area. And then Bodge she just takes everybody out of there because she can't handle that. She she kind of, once we're in a place where we can't necessarily be heard as easily as a crew.
They give you some space as you're gathering. They'll leave the area.
She just tells everybody. She says, that was very frustrating. So here's what we are going to do. Anarin, I need and the medical officer, whatever their name is, Dalton.
Dalton. Well, I'll give a quick name because this is the Betazoid.
Or the Betazoid.
Betazoid.
No, yeah, because the Rising would be the one operating on Jumo right now.
Yeah.
Okay. You do a quick name generation. How does Durana Arax sound?
Durana Arax, yeah, write it down because I don't remember how to spell that.
Durina Arox.
Arox. Okay, Arax. Okay. Anarin, Arax. What I need you two to do is I need you to start seriously scanning and saving any information about this area and the people within it. There is something different about them from everybody else, whether they know it or not. It may be being caused by the environment.
Can I start a bit of a reconfiguration of my tricorder's sensor little pod to try to combat the fuzziness?
To do your job better.
Yeah. It's just a look at the actual stuff. It would be
I want to reverse the polarity on it.
Yes. Insight science or medicine. Difficulty 2.
Definitely science.
What do you want to do, Trizzy?
I wanted to walk over to Dahl and say, so they're hiding out in these caves because they feel safe here. You notice anything special about these caves that might keep these things at bay?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'll keep an eye out on that as well as when I'm scanning. Would any of my focuses come into play with cybernetics, jerry rigging?
No, none of that.
Nope, none of
Your
that.
anomalies would come into play though.
All right, okay.
And Doll,
It's interstellar
your-
anomalies, but
Oh, yeah, this would count.
all right.
Doll, send your readings on those creatures to the Vasquez for analyzation in comparison with planetary sensor readings. So
Yes, Commander.
yeah, so what she wants the Vasquez to do is figure out why those creatures like basically sucked all the energy out of the atmosphere and get an idea of how to predict when that's going to happen again. Basically, she wants a Vasquez just watching very closely.
Okay.
Of
All right.
any
2 success.
differences.
2 success is all you needed. So what you started realizing, you're scanning the people, right?
Yeah.
So,
And the cave.
And the cave. So the cave's gonna be a separate scan, but you scan.
Different people.
You scan the different folks, and
Do any of them former Starfleet, by the way?
some of them are, yes.
I tell Doll to make sure to cross-reference any past medical records of Starfleet, the potential Starfleet personnel from before with current scans.
I don't have a medical tricorder on me though. But there's possibly one in the
We
med
have-
kit.
we
There
have
would
a
be one in the med
medical
kit.
You can
person
take
with
that for
us.
tricorder. And
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
the medical-
yeah.
You have the medical officer with you. So
Yeah, Durana.
Are the medical officers?
okay, so it's successful insight, science. So all of the activists, you count about 30 of them there. They all have a high telepathic index. Is the one thing you immediately find out. The cave has nothing special about it. It seems to be
Am
about,
I
about the
privy
average.
to y'all's experience with the telepathy thing the other day? Did y'all tell me about that, or was that just more between you?
Cole wouldn't have brought it up.
No, probably wouldn't have. No,
And y'all wouldn't
But-
put it in like an official report of any kind. Okay. Just
not
wanted-
yet.
Okay.
We're still trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Probably would have if we were doing if Cole actually gave me an order to contact the Vedic, that would probably have to go on record.
Yeah, that's a good point. It would need to, and she would have just asked what happened, and you could have just told her the basics and been like, oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting. You know, she would have been like, oh, that's very interesting. Well, we'll keep them on it. You know, like whatever. I'll let you know when they call back.
Right.
So,
all right.
okay.
These are telepaths then.
So she's aware of this, and so
They
she
don't-
kinda would- yeah.
They're not necessarily telepaths. They may not know that they have telepathic abilities.
Did you and did Cole not have? Didn't you have a religious ritual the other day where something?
Yes,
it came up.
that had to do with some residual energy from the orb of the prophets that we encountered. Do I get any of that here as well, or is that completely different?
That's not the same. You've never seen this energy ever.
Cross-reference this energy with that of the prophets. They may not be the same, but they may have similar functions and properties.
Right. I'll
And
send a
any
message to
insights that we
Vasquez
have
to use their
things of that
superior computing power to cross-reference that, I guess.
Okay, give me Doll. Give me an reason science for that.
And the ship can help.
Yeah.
Yes, ship's a sensor science.
I'll do the ship. Sensor science. Sensor science.
I got 2.
Ship.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be any kind of connection between these two energy fields. They don't seem similar in any way, shape, or form.
So what else do we have? So we having them also cross-reference previous record, like previous medical records of these people, like their last on file, like medical records before they came here, at least the ones that used to be in Starfleet, because they readily have had that access.
Yeah. Has there been any change? Yeah.
No, it seems about right. But it seems the same. Those who
Other than aging,
were-
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few of them that are the ones that are in the Starfleet. There's like maybe one or two of them who were in Starfleet who were telepaths, who were betazoid.
Yeah.
So, but all of them seem to have
I'm gonna,
some level of telepathic abilities.
I'm gonna bump into a random one lightly and
Mm-hmm.
just surface emotions, just what they're feeling, not digging, not fighting anything, just roughly what
I
kind
could
of mood
actually
they're
just
in.
do a blanket check.
You can, I can't.
Okay, so let me double check this because there's actually Insight Command
Insight.
difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I double tapped. Go with the zeros. Go with the zeros because that was the first one.
You are hearing absolute chaos. It's not one mind you hear. You hear thousands, all calling out in confusion.
More than that, what are here, right?
More than that are in this room, for sure.
More
And
more than
you're
are
here.
in the entire colony.
No, not that are more than an entire colony.
You mean the complex, not the colony, but the complex that we're in.
Yeah.
He's talking about the colony, like the whole colony. Like
whole
there's more
area,
than
okay.
this.
Okay. Okay,
Not like the entire galaxy, but like thousands of voices.
right.
So more than what's in the caves.
Yes, and you're hearing questions about like, what is God? What is faith? Various different thoughts. People are contemplating that, like all of these different voices contemplating these different faiths.
I'm hearing that from one guy.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm gonna walk out of view of that guy and repeat the test
Do it
on
again?
some random other person. What the hell?
Okay. You seem to not be able to in tune with the other person. They seem to have some sort of blocks that as you bump into them.
Okay. Very odd.
What?
Oh, I didn't say that out loud. I'm thinking to myself.
As you're waiting around, by the way, Annalise Duvall comes up to you and says, "You wanted proof, right, Commander?
I did.
What if I could have you meet with an angel?"
Bring them to me.
I can't bring an angel to you. I can bring you to an angel, though.
Lead the way.
Just as a side note, Cole has decided to take a project for the engineering crew on the Vasquez to see if he can get a field emitter built, or see if they can come up with a field emitter that essentially pushes that energy, the feel good energy field, like makes a bubble of, hey, maybe not do this.
Like a shield against
Sort
it.
of like it allows, like it still allows people to pass through, but it's just like trying to counteract that radiation, just sort of make a bubble of safety away from that. Because now that the logs have been sent up and he's aware that the creatures appear to be made of that energy, he basically wants to see if he can create a barrier they can't pass through.
Okay. All right. Give me
he has the engineering crew working on that as well.
Give me a engineering. Good one for this. Control engineering check for that one.
You want the ship to do like computers engineering?
Computers engineering, yeah. Difficulty 4.
Okay.
We have no momentum.
Ooh, Vasquez got 2. Vasquez is good at being a ship.
Hey.
Yes, and we got a momentum.
Yeah.
Yay.
So you seem they think they've come up with something, but it's going to take them about a day for them to build something for you. So you're basically building like a shield to prevent the like these creatures from going forward, right?
Well, and also to prevent basically I want to create something that can emit a small bubble of area where that feel good radiation
Can't
just
even
has
go. No effect. Okay.
Mm.
All right.
And I'm gonna walk up to Terzi and because I saw him bump into somebody, or something, bump into another person. I'm gonna go. You got something?
I respond mentally and just basically share the experience with them.
Hmm.
It's disturbing. You've never
I'm gonna-
experienced something like that, doll. Like you've read minds before. This is like reading a
Yeah.
planet. It's almost
Oh.
impossible.
Oh, hmm.
Bosch just is
I'm
thinking.
I'm having
I don't know what
ideas.
you guys are talking about, but I can't hear.
Because they're
you.
just staring at each other.
Yeah.
Just
But
think
this
that
is
one.
normal.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know if this is supposed to look like. I have an idea what could be happening, but like, how do I RP this? It's like, just. I think the the energy, the radiation. I think those are people. Like people that come here before and died, just stuck around, and it's like everybody that's died here or just come here is like stuck in this energy field. That is what you're hearing, because there's way too many voices for just what's around here.
I will be clear. It's way more than the cave, but not way more that's on the planet.
So it could be like everybody on the planet.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, it'd be like a subsection of the people on the planet, but it's more than what's here right around us. Like it's way more than what Terzi should have been able to hear.
Mhm.
Yeah. Can I drop my blocks and see what I can hear? That
You
would
hear-
probably be very painful.
Yes. Give me a reason medicine check. You did just take a freaking phaser, a phaser as well.
Yeah.
Difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. With the focus, because I'm a telepath, or does
Yes,
just not
with the focus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because you've had experience with this sort of thing. Okay. So you get a momentum back.
Yeah.
All right. So you hear what Terzi shared with you, and it feels like you could pick a couple of voices out. Some of the voices are like you hear Cole basically being like, "I hate this chair. I hate this chair. My back hurts. I hate this chair." you hear the Commander Shaal, who's basically like, "Ractigino or Mochaccino? Which one? Which one's better?"
Oh, different theory now.
You're hearing, a Ferengi who's like, "If I can increase profit revenue by 15%, then I will be much more holy. I can go back to the temple on Franganar, and I can maybe get into the celestial bank. I could do it. I could do it before I die. I could do it." Those sorts of things. You're hearing these like little pieces here and there.
You can hear Bosch thinking about, oh, we really need to take lunch breaks better on these away missions.
Oh yeah, I got spaghetti waiting for me. Oh, different theory. This is like an amplifier for telepathic abilities. Somehow.
All right, we're gonna move this
I'll
along.
just reach out. I'll just reach out. Cole, how's the chair?
Cole, you hear Dahl talking to you suddenly.
That's supposed to happen not that far away, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you hit the.
Dahl, get out of my head right now.
Oh, right.
Cole out.
Sorry. All right.
So,
okay. Yeah,
guess-
definitely telepathic amplifications of some sort.
Are you
happening
sharing
here.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's move.
Then-
Let's move on a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I do want to try just to see if I can wirelessly lead somebody across the room.
Give me a What was the same one?
It was Insight Command.
No, I had reason
Insight-
medicine.
That was because you dropped your fields.
Damaged.
Insight Command. Yeah, Insight Command difficulty 2. Nope,
Oh.
you don't seem to be able to.
Okay.
Oh,
Had to try.
All right. So, she, Annalisa is offering to take all of you. She takes about 4 other people. She says, I can't guarantee that the angel will show up. I can't give you 100% guarantee. But if we go to a specific holy place on this mountain, at the top of this mountain, we can, at a shrine, if we pray, it sometimes shows up. So just have faith in me, Commander. And she leads you up this
I will
long
try to have faith of the heart.
of the heart.
It's been a long road.
Really long road. Then from here,
all of a sudden, you see Anaran grab for his phaser, point it at his mouth, and go.
but
No, don't you dare deny me that, Dark.
sorry,
All
I
right.
can
My
get
job to
faith,
shoot you.
and I just was like, I can't help myself. The child.
She reaches to a point to an overlook that looks over a beautiful vista of the planet. Some canyons, distant birds, the sun starting to fade. It looks gorgeous. And all 5 members of this group kneel down and begin to pray in front of what looks like a large natural circular hole in the rock on the mountain.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to plug my headphones in without taking them off. Oh God, why is this so hard? Anyway, so are we expected to pray too?
She just, you don't have to. You can join her if you want.
Out of respect, and maybe it helps, Baj is gonna. She's gonna kind of look at you, the rest of you, and kind of be like, "You can do this if you could do this if you don't want. You don't have to do this if you don't want to." But she's just out of curiosity. She's gonna do the praying thing.
Okay.
But her prayer is gonna be more like internally, like, "Hey, I don't know what you are, but clearly something's wrong here. Let me help you."
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything else while the praying's happening?
Terzi will join in, but mentally isn't with it.
Okay.
You know.
We'll have HP. You'll take the role of what was her name? Dorina Arax.
Annalisa? Durana, yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea what her background with this sort of thing would be.
She is a Betazoid, and Betazoids do have some levels of religious ceremony.
All right, I'll say.
But she's also a doctor.
Yeah, but she's a doctor on the goddess thing. I'll say
Yeah.
she's open to it.
Okay. Doll, what are you doing?
I'm so weirded out by all this thing. I'm gonna pretend to do it, but I'm just gonna telepathically just scan everybody.
Okay. After about 10 minutes or so of scanning, you don't see, I mean, you can tell that there's some telepathic fields going on. There's some telepathic shenanigans going on in the region, in the area. After about 10 minutes or so, this creature appears in front of the circular hole in the rock. It's asexual humanoid, totally naked, made out of light with flaming wings. It floats above the ground and bathes the area in a soft glow. It's so bright, you actually are only like it takes you a moment to actually focus on it as it appears in front of you, and you're all filled with a sense of awe. It's like a whoa! I was not expecting that kind of thing. You gonna scan, doll?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's ringing up all sorts of wrong numbers. That's a weird
Insight
phrase.
science. Inside science
Terzi's
difficulty
thinking,
2.
that's a cool trick.
Inside science.
Let me get a good voice for this one. Let's see if I can find a good one for this. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let me hear myself real quickly. Testing. There we go. Yes.
I can do that too.
It opens its arms and then looks at you with kind of like very gentle expression and says, I am the messenger of the Creator. What do you require of me?
Don't know what to ask God. It's just, if you were one of us, would you be a slob like one of us? No, I'm just kidding. Just a stranger on a bus trying to make their way home.
By the way, Doll,
Yeah.
it is made of the same energy that you've been reading all over the planet.
And it's got the same sort of composition as the demons.
The same exact composition as demons.
Remember,
So
even the
it's not
devil
an
was an
opposite.
angel once.
Yeah.
She's going to ask it. We want to know what the Creator is and why the demons attack.
The Creator is the creator of all things. The demons are the manifestation of the Creator's pain.
What pains the Creator?
The lack of faith, of being of multiple minds, but not one mind. There must be one faith, one mind. If they cannot or will not become of one mind, the Creator will purge the universe of those who cannot comply.
The Creator has a lot of demands without any benefit to anybody else, except the Creator.
I do not know the Creator's wishes. I am but a messenger.
Can you take us to the Creator?
There
I am
are...
God, and we killed our gods eons ago. Why should this one challenge such resistance? Not just from my own people, but from many people of the galaxy.
The Creator is strong, is the creator of your people, of all of the peoples.
But
If
our
you can...
creators were killed. This is not correct. You cannot be the same creator that we killed, then you would not exist.
But he does. I'm sorry, not it, he. But it does. Your time is coming short. As I am just a messenger, I will tell you that a storm is coming. One that is only a taste that will come if purity and faith cannot be restored to this planet.
So you can't take us to the Creator?
I can only deliver messages. I cannot tell you where the Creator is, for the Creator is everywhere.
Blind faith isn't really faith.
Especially
You must.
to a being that will take what it wants from people and not give anything in return.
By the way, Doll, your readings show that the creature is the energy it's giving off is an organic pattern to it, and it's generating a low-level telepathic field.
Can I block it?
You can try. Give me a insight command, difficulty 2.
Spend a talent. Spend a momentum.
Nope. You find it hard, difficult to concentrate.
So, does it back away if I casually approach it?
No.
Then can I touch it?
You can, touch it.
Okay. Touch it, and do I
Flies
sense
across the
anything
room.
on touching?
And that's how Tersey died.
You
It could
sense it's incomprehensible. It's nothing like you've ever read before. It is so very alien. It's not thought patterns as much as just emotions. Is everything and nothing at the same time. It's so unbelievably crazy. Can you give me a insight command task again? Difficulty 2.
Sure.
It blows mine. It's like tripping balls.
Yeah. You hear
Damn
those
it.
voices out again, but they're much more precise this time.
Okay, then can I project a "Who are you" into it?
Give me another roll.
Okay.
And it starts to sing, I'm every woman.
I'm just praying to God for no complications during all this.
You prayed to the god that you're trying to read.
No, different God.
So you start to realize this is not thoughts of people.
Mm-hmm.
This is one entity speaking with 1,000 voices.
Oh God, it's the Borg.
But it seems confused. It's all of these voices are coming from one entity that is asking the same questions. You sense confusion and disarray and chaos. As you touch that, the angel says one more time, "There is a storm coming, and it will wipe away you unless you come back to the true path. That is all I can tell you."
So projecting one more thing. Let us help you.
With that, it just disappears.
Okay, so once
What
it's
are
all
you
over, Vaj is just kind of gonna be back on her feet and just looking at the religious zealots. I'm still not convinced that this is some creator god.
Did you not sense the power?
I sense the power, but once again, it asks a lot of all of you, all of us, and gives us nothing. What god that is supposed to be so all-knowing, so wise, so good is that selfish?
But
There's a
God
lot
is
of
so
them
weak that
that
it
are not.
requires faith.
I'm gonna walk away, just out of earshot slightly, and I'm gonna call. No, I'm not gonna fire. I'm gonna call Cole, and ask, "Have you gotten any further along with the readings? Could you possibly pinpoint a source of location for this radiation?"
I'm going to assume that it's still just sort of blanketing the planet.
Yes, but before Dahl called you, the duty officer on the science said, Commander Cole, there's a storm that's forming. It's moving much faster than any natural storm should. It's heading towards the main colony. And it's made of the same energy that we've been coming off the planet.
Oh, great, he was literal.
I don't know about a source, doll, but I can tell you that you're gonna want to make sure to inform. You're gonna want to reach out to what was the guy's name? Sha'ar.
Yeah, Shalal.
Shalal. You're gonna want to reach out to Shalal and let him know to get his people indoors. Seems there's a big storm of this energy heading towards that colony.
Roger.
I gotta sneeze. Come on.
Sneeze.
Oh, it's not
Wait
happening.
first.
It's the worst
I
feeling.
hate that.
I hate that, man. It's like,
And I guess I will call Shalal and tell them about the storm that's coming.
yeah.
I'm so confused about all this.
Barsh
Hurry.
to Shalal.
Shalal
Using
here.
your badge.
There is a storm heading your way made of this energy we have been finding. You might want to hunker down in the colony, all colonists.
Storm? We don't see any storm. There's nothing on our
There are
weather
readings.
sensors.
The Vasquez is getting readings that something is headed toward the colony.
We don't see anything on our end. Can you show us those readings?
I'll
I'm
have the
happy to
Vasquez,
send them along.
I'll have the Vasquez forward them to you. I make it
after-
a call. Tell Cole to do that.
After Dahl hung up, by the way, the science officer said, Commander, there are things in that storm.
He's talking to me.
Yeah. This is before
Good.
this conversation happened.
Could you be more specific?
What's your experience
Sharknado.
with demons and devils? Because that's what it looks like to me. It's a storm made up of flying demons.
Oh shit.
We're gonna need
Vasquez,
more
be on
battlists.
standby for firing support. Whether this colony likes it or not, the Federation is now taking control of this mess. That's my crew. We are reporting back to the colony.
Demons.
Listen, what do you call red things with horns that can fly?
Awesome dudes to probably have a good time with.
Baj on a bad night?
It's true.
Red dudes with
That's me on
horns
a
that can
good
fly
night.
is very specific to a single religion. Very
Yeah.
late interpretation. This is, yeah.
Yeah. It's very specific. It's weird. Even the angel seems very specific.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Bright, shiny things with wings. Even the Old Testament doesn't describe angels like that.
Yeah.
Angels are cogwheels and crazy. You do look at them, you can't even.
Yeah, like 17 eyes or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're crazy. They're weird looking. They're not like beautiful
Ro-
looking things.
You move back to the thing, and it's moving quickly. By the time you get to the colony, everyone is starting to already batten down the hatches. People are going inside buildings. Shalal and the limited staff of Starfleet personnel there are trying to move people indoors and getting things.
I'm gonna contact the Vasquez. Barge to Vasquez.
Cole here.
Like
Calm down,
20
Commander.
20 comm channels open.
Maybe a little less rectigino.
Cole, is there anything that you could do from the ship to protect this colony or to protect areas of the colony from the descent of this energy? I assume you've been researching it while we have been farting around down here with these weirdos.
I've been trying to work on a field emitter to reduce the effects of the localized radiation, but the engineering team's probably still at least half a day away from having anything viable.
See if they can speed that up and apply it to the ship's. Maybe they can apply it within the weapons firing.
Or the main deflector dish.
Yeah, on the Husik.
See if they
on the
can
Tusik.
redirect their efforts to applying that to the main deflector dish and descending that energy or that anti-energy upon this colony.
I'll see what I can do. I mean, if we come up with anything, I'll relay it to the colonists. What passes for security forces down there as well. I'm sure they have some kind of defense system built in. It is a Federation colony after all.
I will work with them about that. Maybe there's some kind of shield tech. There's something that can work in tandem with the ship.
Dahl, I'm retasking your team to assist.
Roger.
Send a probe into that storm to see if he's missing anything.
You and probes. Shalal is overhearing the conversation, Baj, and goes, we don't have anything like that. We don't have any defenses. This is a religious colony. We barely have phasers. There's a shelter. We have a storm shelter.
What do you have here?
What you see, pretty much.
What about ships?
No ships. We got a shuttlecraft, I think.
Shuttlecrafts? Do you have
just one shuttlecraft?
Okay.
We do have a cellar in the administration building. We can go take shelter there for the storm. We'll probably be fine.
All of you go take shelter there, and we will take your shuttlecraft and see if we can use that to amplify. If there's anything between the vehicles and if there's anything we can do to sort of jerry-rig something the Vasquez can use the deflector array upon.
Is the Vasquez equipped for atmospheric flight?
No.
Well,
Not landing.
Just once.
Just once. Oh yeah.
So, so we're all on the same page. What she wants to do now is essentially get them all in that cellar, and then wherever that cellar, like the centering of that cellar space, which is probably right over like kind of the door that's access to it or near it.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to sort of see if there's a way that the deflector dish can sort of route down, like beam down, like shoot a beam down to that shuttle, or if there's a way to like tech it up to where that shuttle can, like, maybe its shielding systems can be converted into like putting out
a much broader.
Inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a control engineering, a reason engineering check.
Doll, I need you to help me with stuff.
I will assist. Well, Cole would be better, but yes.
And
Okay.
Cole, give me a reason engineering check for your team to figure out if they can figure something out.
Oh, I have more engineering points than I give myself credit for. Oh no, wait, that's Vasquez. Oh, I have 2 in engineering. I have more than I thought.
I got 4 in engineering.
Okay. So the team thinks that they can send in at least a concentrated beam through the deflector dish to the shuttle, and they think that if they could do it right, they could probably create an ad hoc version of what they're looking for, but it may not be powerful enough to withstand the entire storm, but it might slow it down a little bit.
Slow it down, yeah. And then she'll want... What else does she want to do here? Have the Vasquez like kind of on defense, like colony defensive standby. Like if there's any major like surges, like if there's anything. Okay, this is what she's gonna tell. This is what she's gonna tell you, Cole. Cole, with all that in mind, I need you and the tactical officer serving aboard right now. I need the 2 of you to watch, because if there is a moment which you can take a defensive shot or do anything to ward these things off with the ship's powers, then I give you full permission to do so. I do not want to have to do that, because these entities may be peaceful in their own way. But if they are attacking the colony, then they have officially become an enemy. Like,
I Commander.
Yeah, so she wants you to, just so I understand, because I'm so much better at telling it out of character sometimes, because I get hard to phrase as Bob.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So
she just wants you to take a defensive strike if you get the opportunity and it seems necessary.
Okay.
Like Baj will tell you, like, they're killing us, please help, but if you find that opportunity, analyze it, and if it's worth it, take it.
So
cool.
You are in the shelter trying to ensure that the shuttle is working. The storm.
Yeah, we're doing science and engineering.
The storm crashes over the colony. Gale force winds are slamming into the buildings. The buildings are holding, but you can see inside the storm when you look out as it's approaching that the winds are being formed by the beats of thousands of wings of demonic-looking creatures as they're approaching the things. And at the
same
ground,
ones we fought, or
same ones you fought, and on the ones that there are ones on the ground kicking up dust storms as thousands of feet are charging into the colony. and the beam seems to just, as they hit that dome that you've created from the shuttle, some of them seem to disappear. But as the storm continues to march forward and forward, the dome begins to flicker and flicker and just disappears.
Arm weapons on the shuttle. Somebody mend the shuttle. Terzi, out front with me. Anarin, continue to work from within the shuttle or within safety so you can see if there is a way to stop this stupid thing. That's totally not a
god. We'll have Batleth in hand.
Yeah, we're just gonna fight literally all of them together. Like, that's our job. Like, Jetsar.
Very Klingon. Yeah. So the second, Cole, the second that storm hits the thing, you lose all communications, all sensors of the thing. The only thing you see is the storm.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So, are you going to stay out in the streets, or are you going to stay in the shelter for now?
I ordered them to stay, like the rest of us, to be out in the streets because that way we'll divert attention. But as you like that, I want to be in safety so they can continue to work. As
you stand in front of the thing, walks out a fully armored Klingon, Batleth in hand, and stands right next to you, and looks at the oncoming storm.
Kapla.
Kalas is with me, sister.
Kalas is with you, but remember what Kalas said: only a fool fights the wind.
And you too fight the wind, I see.
No, I fight what creates the wind.
I will stay here and defend these people in the name of Kalas.
In the name of Kalas. You probably don't know who I am, and that's fine.
He looks at you and goes, "Today is a good day to die."
Today is a better day to live.
All right, give me a. Are you trying to convince him to go back inside?
No, she's just saying it's just more of a personal thing. Like she's kind of tired of the Klingons being so upset. Give me
an insight command check. By the way, give me an insight command check with him.
Okay. Fight the wind. Oh wait, I didn't roll that right.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know what's going on. Why? 2, 2, 2. Here we go. Oh, double.
So this Klingon that just came out, did he just appear?
No, he walked out of one of the.
Right. Yeah. So he's not a.
Yeah, you can tell.
Safe to say he's. Yeah.
You can tell, looking in his eyes, Bosch, he's willing to die. He's willing to stand there and die, but he doesn't believe he's going to die. He believes he's going to live because he honestly believes that he's blessed by Kalas to fight this.
Bosch does not feel the thing.
Is he an actual Klingon, or is he?
He's an actual Klingon.
Projection.
Even you.
Okay. Yeah, he's a guy.
I would like to. I'm going to remind you of your mission objectives.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your mission objectives were uncover the source of the militant group and put a stop to their actions peacefully and with no loss of life possible. To keep the peace and ensure similar groups are likely to cause trouble, and to work diplomatically to ensure no tensions escalate due to interference. You're trying to save everyone's life.
What does the last one even mean?
Work diplomatically to ensure no further tensions escalate due to Federation interference.
Basically, we don't want to make the situation worse by being here. Yeah.
I don't understand. See, this is where I'm really frustrated as a player, because it's I feel like we've been doing everything right, but I have no understanding in how to defeat this thing at all, and I'm not gonna go believe in God. Sorry.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm
going to believe that this thing is going to bend to my will because I'm Bosch. I'm that bitch.
I'm that bitch.
I have a form of faith, which is that this thing is not what it says it is, and it's a very selfish. It's like, at this point, Bosch, and I think a lot of you probably have the same theory. that this is like some kind of creature, like this whole field of energy is one living being or a hive of living beings, and they're telepathic in some nature, and maybe they do or don't belong here, but they're real full of themselves to think that they're the one. Like, no, you're just the one here, and you're not gonna. Oh, well, we're gonna take over the galaxy. Like, no, fuck you. It's not happening. So Baj has faith in that they're full of shit.
Okay.
Did you roll the human instead of a Klingon? You're much more articulate.
do you want to try to convince this Klingon in any way, shape, or form, or are you going to let him sit there and die?
I'm gonna look at this Klingon, and I'm going to tell this Klingon. It's hard to think in Klingon. Sometimes on some days. Go back and protect yourself with the others. Whatever this being is, it is not K-less, and it is not worth dying for. In fact, she's just gonna throw a pair of them up in the air at the storm.
Okay.
You are not the creator, and you need to stop. You may have justice, you may have jurisdiction over this planet, and if we are violating your space, we will correct that. But you are not taking the galaxy today or any day.
Okay, give me a presence command with the focus.
Okay. Boom. 2.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So he looks at you and goes, "It is better to defend the helpless who are boarded up anyways. I will stand with Kalis." And he walks back inside. And as he goes back into the side, the storm hits full force. And you're standing in the streets, and demons are rolling around you, running around you. A couple of them try to approach you and try to attack you. As the entire storm, you see nothing but dust and wind blowing and bits of red as these waves of demons come towards you. So a couple of them are going to take a swing at you. And you see some of them like banging on doors, trying to rip open doors and get into places.
I'm braced as soon as one of them's anywhere close enough.
Are you gonna attack first?
Into him. Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah.
One's coming right at you.
Shuttlecraft, which has people inside of it, so I did want somebody to be ready to fire if need be.
Who's in the shuttlecraft?
I am.
Okay.
I'm full of stress, so I'm not out there where I could be breathed on and die.
Jetsar will probably stay in there to operate weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So
I'm
Jetsar can
just
try to
doing
start
census
shooting
stuff.
if you want to. If she wants to.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm being put in this challenge to not use violence, when the only obvious answer is to like ward. Obviously, like this is a failing fight. Like this is like
The verbiage was not to use violence unless necessary. I would say at this point, in defense of the innocent, this is necessary.
Because this is a dumb enemy. It's stupid. not as Paul's done. Like, I'm not.
Wow.
No, it's like fuck this thing. It makes me pissed. It's pissing me off, which is probably a good thing.
Let's kill it.
Yeah, but I don't want to kill it because it's probably a creature that
I
is just a selfish asshole and needs to be taught a lesson.
All right.
So we slice off like parts of it.
Terzi, give me an attack as one comes at you.
Damn right.
Yeah.
All right, you cut into one. Give me some. Let me get its
Opposing.
response. That is
Damage?
Nope, you hit it. Damage. Roll me some damage.
You got it.
It's down.
Oh yeah, you just cut it in pieces and it disappears. But as you do
we have
another
any
one.
momentum?
We got
This is a new
two
scene.
extra.
This is a new scene. So unless you
So no.
no.
So now we have two.
I would have
Now we
gained
have two.
momentum from that. No.
Yeah, you would have gotten 2 from that.
Okay, so who's closest to me from our group?
It would be Bosch.
Okay, so I have close protection. When you make a successful attack, you may spend 1 momentum to protect a single ally within close range. The next attack against that ally before the start of your next turn increases in difficulty by 1.
Okay, so one of them is going to attack you. As you attack one, another one's going to come after you as well.
Okay.
You have a chance to defend.
Okay, what do I roll for the defense? Is it the
Daring
same
security.
daring security?
Yeah, it's an imposed roll. Yeah, you block it. The other one's going to go after Baaj as it comes up. You're just like seeing waves of them. They see you in the street. They come charging directly at you. So difficulty. So it'll increase the difficulty. You have a chance to respond. It's basically got a 0, so it misses. Baaj, what do you want to do?
I don't know anymore. I'm just really frustrated.
Okay. All right. The other one's gonna come after you. I'll have Jet Sitar. She's gonna ask, Commander, what do I do? Okay.
We can't fight all of them. There's thousands.
It is not unheard of, Buster, for Starfleet to use deadly force to defend themselves. Every ship-to-ship battle is the use of deadly force to defend Starfleet. So,
All right. Another one's coming after you,
there's
Terzi.
precedence. Okay.
It hits two attacks. All right, you defend it.
And
As-
I simultaneously scream, "Fight back!"
As you do this, Baaj, you get a comm from Commander Shalal, who says, Commander Baaj, I don't know if you're out in the storm, but we're getting desperate calls from a family down the street from you that they're saying they're creatures beating down their door. They need help.
I will go get them.
Okay.
Just happy to have something to do other than fight, because she just I don't know, having a crisis. Of
I will
faith here.
remain at Baj's back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
With me. So it's just the two of us outside. So yeah, we make our way to that area.
okay. The other one.
On the way, if anything comes in our way.
Okay. Yeah. There's another one that comes up at you. Teresa, do you want to hit the thing that tried to attack you again?
Say that again.
Do you want the thing that attacked you earlier that you defended against? You want to try to attack it back before you leave?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me another.
Yes.
Give me another.
I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm just saying. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid.
Oh, so it manages to defend it. Okay. Now the other one, another one's coming straight at you. It's standing between you and the house you're supposed to go to there, Bosch. What do you do?
Move.
It doesn't. It comes straight at you and attacks.
I bite it.
Give me a response to defend.
Okay. Security, fitness.
You blocked. Are you just moving, pushing past it? Okay.
Yeah, I just pushed past it. I'm not.
All right, so you push past it, and there are two demons that are just ripping the door down, and you hear screams of children on the inside as it's just ripping down. You hear them just like, whoa.
Okay, I need to get past them. Is there any other entrance? Is there like a window I can just bust through?
No, they're all belt boarded up. The one that's accessible is the one they're making right now on the door.
Terzi, distract them.
My thought on distracting them is slicing them in half. So that's the way I'm gonna go.
Go for it, Terzi.
And then while they're distracted with him, she's just gonna work her way in and.
What was it for an additional target, and do we have the momentum?
Two momentum.
We have 4 momentum.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to use the additional 2 momentum. That way, I can hit them both in one go if successful.
Okay.
The second one takes half damage. That's how the additional target.
Yeah.
Okay. And nope, it blocks. So I'm going to just block it. But it's now paying attention to you. Baj, give me a daring security to be able to get past them and get to the difficulty 1. Complication. So you succeed with a complication. So you're able to get in, but when you slip in behind the creature that's attacking, that was kind of temporarily distracted by Terzi. If it looks at you and notices you're there as it pulls through the door and walks in, but you're standing between it and a family and a couple of children who are
okay. Now she's gonna have
you.
the batleth out and she's gonna slice it into pieces. Like she doesn't
Right,
give
give it to me.
And she's missed a couple turns.
There's my Baj.
Well, it's different when like there's somebody under
There
duress
she is.
hurt, you know.
Yeah.
Like these other colonists, they kind of are hunkered down. They're okay, but these people, they can't defend themselves.
Yeah.
Give me a daring security.
3.
All right, you hit it. Roll me some damage.
Yeah.
You kill it. You just eviscerate it. Yeah, because that's what? That's 6, 7, 8. Yeah. One slice, it just disappears in front of you. They look at you, and the family goes, like, you goes, what do we do? What do we do? We can't stay here. It's the door's gone. And you already see more, like, creatures trying to making their way towards the broken down door.
Like we're about to get flooded.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the creature attacks you. The one you attacks back, Terzi. Okay. There's a creature that's trying to attack the shuttle. Is it flying? No, the shuttle's probably on the ground, right?
Yeah, it's on it.
Yeah. There's a creature now just banging away at the back of the shuttle, trying to make their way in, ripping the doors down.
Jetsar would I mean if it's capable of flight and the thing's like dying anyway, like that dome's gone, she probably would take it into flight and try to get them to like follow them instead of going for the colonists. Like use it as a tactic.
She would need to be to a control con at difficulty 3 to be able to take this off. Okay. It's capable of flight, but it's in the middle of a hurricane essentially.
Yeah, a hurricane of stupid demons.
I mean, the shuttle does have phasers on it, right?
Yeah, but Jetsar was been. I imagine Jetsar is very much a chain of command kind of gal. So if the commander was like, "Don't shoot them," she's not going to shoot them, unless absolutely necessary.
I mean, if they're about to like break in, she's gonna start shooting them. She's not somebody who's gonna.
Would she shoot them, or would she stand between like Dahl and the door and then like fight them as they try to break in?
She would try to like. She would want to like. She's gonna assess the whole situation and be like, it's probably better that I try to defend not only Dahl and myself, but as many people as I can. So I'm gonna use these weapons.
Okay, give me a control security then for just kind of like a controlled phaser beam to try to knock them out.
Okay.
Difficulty 1.
As soon as all communication was lost, by the way, Cole would have been retasking people to be like, okay, let's see if we can like use the deflector beam to wide fan sort of sweep.
Okay.
With that energy field that we were working on.
Yeah, give me
just to try and help.
Control engineering difficulty 4.
And then the Vasquez needs to roll. Computers engineering. Wait, sensors engineering.
Yeah, sensors engineering.
Control engineering. I'm gonna spend 1 momentum on this.
0 for the ship.
Okay.
We have 4.
We have 4. Then I'm gonna spend 2 momentum on this. Wait.
Yeah,
I'm gonna spend 1 momentum, and I'm gonna use my Medal of Honor bonus to generate 2 bonus momentum that I'm spending on this roll.
I keep forgetting.
Nice.
I keep forgetting to like a way to create advantage.
We as a team will still have 3 momentum left when this is done.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm rolling 4 dice.
But you get 4 dice, yeah.
Haha! I still fail, but I got 4 dice.
Yes.
What was the difficulty?
Difficulty 4. Yeah.
Oh.
So you manage to get a beam out, and it seems to cut through some of the top layers. Seems to like make him disappear, but then it just runs like you're running out of power. You've wasted 3 more power trying to get this done. You're running quickly out of power. Baj, as these creatures begin to file in, you realizing there is more than you could take on alone to defend them. You can't bring them out into the storm without this family without the storm without having issues. And at that moment, the moment upon which this seems to be bad, I want everyone to give me a control command task, difficulty 2. Everyone on the ground, give me control command.
I got 2 with the complication.
Okay. So, you, Baj, you feel powerful waves of despair and frustration coming out from all over around you. And Darj, or Dahl and Jace, you both sense the same thing. As you see a light shine through the storm, and thousands of those angels appear and begin to wrestle with the demons, gleefully running into each other, like ripping each other to pieces. Angels falling and disappearing into nothing, and demons falling and disappearing into nothing.
This is
with
not how I
brutal
remember this Dan
enthusiasm.
Brown novel.
Yeah. you just feel despair and frustration. That this is coming from all of the demons and the angels, as if they were just one mind.
So this is an eternal affair between them.
Creator energy field, have a Snickers.
I mean, Baj is feeling this, but there's no like actionable plan. You know, she's just gonna tell.
Cole.
I don't know.
Cole is not
Cole.
handling the stress well, by the way, and has like yelled down to his engineering crews. Damn it, Frisk, Weathers, you are Starfleet engineers. You give me the power I need right now.
So, the science officer says, Commander, there's some weird energy. That energy field is bleeding all over the place, but there's a pinpoint. I can find the place where this is coming from. All of this. There's a mountain nearby, top of the mountain. There seems to be funneling it out into the surrounding area.
Give me a targeting solution.
You got it.
By the way, Paul, Terzi is still attacking demons.
Yes.
I knew there
At
was
that
something.
door.
I knew there was something.
Yeah, Baj is just gonna be sitting there. I mean, we're huddled down in that house with that family, and we're feeling this weird shit. Like our job is just to keep them defended at this point.
I'm outside that door, defending.
Yeah, and she's helping you from a different angle. Like,
Yep. No, you're keeping
I
them
feel
calm.
so
That's
like I'm
good.
failing. As like a player, I'm really failing whatever this challenge is. I am just not.
You'll.
Don't be so
It's
hard on yourself.
it is as a player. You're not. Trust me. You're feeling
I
the
think we're
exact
meant
same
to feel this
emotions.
frustration.
Yes. So as the con officer gives you a target solution, sir, but
Frisk,
something-
Weathers, any power we have that's not being put into critical systems, reroute it to the deflector. We're taking one last shot at this.
Commander, there's something strange is happening. It's stopping the storm. And the rest of you notice that the angels and demons just disappear.
Baj just like runs outside to see this all happening.
The storm just clears. It's like night and day. Just suddenly it's
Does it
gone.
like move anywhere? Does
no,
there like
it just boom, gone.
okay?
it's like
she,
it was
she,
the
she
middle storm.
immediately tries to calm the Vasquez.
Cole here.
What happened? We lost communications. I'm glad
I was
see we
about to
have
ask
back.
you the same damn thing.
We just had an invasion of whatever.
Yeah, I see that
What information do you have? Anything new?
The storm is dissipating. It seemed to have been originating from the peak of a nearby mountain. I was about to give it.
Beam me over there with Terzi and Inaran. Now.
Transporter room 1, you heard the woman.
It's simple. He beams you over.
Inaran, scan.
You immediately, when you arrive, let me describe it real quickly. When you arrive, you find a barren but commanding view. There's a small shrine that can offer some shelter and water, but there's nothing else there. You want to start scanning, Doll?
Scan the shrine.
You don't even have to do a roll. The energy is just absolutely dripping in this area. It's absolutely focused on top of this shrine area.
Anything specific, or just the entire?
The entire area's region is just absolutely filled with it.
But what's the thing? Like, is it really strong on the
It's just really strong. Yeah. It's all you're feeling. You still feel that, like Dahl and Terzi, you feel the confusion, despair, anger, sadness, everything at once as you're standing here. It just feels like you're overwhelmed with emotions of just negative self-doubt.
Am I affected by this?
No.
I touched the thing.
Nothing.
I walk up and touch the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch the shrine and project the same thing I did before. Let us help you.
As you do, the sky goes dark, and then light pours out of the ground and coalesces into a shining ball of light. All you see is a shining ball of light. And speaking into your mind, you hear, "Who are you?"
Do I hear this?
All of you do. All of you do.
We are the crew of the USS Vasquez of Starfleet Command. I am Barge, that is Anarin, and that is Terzi.
You are here to help.
Yes! For fuck's sake, let us help! You're being a dick to everybody.
What can Creator give you?
What does Creator take?
I am confused.
We were told by a messenger of yours that people need to believe, people need to have faith in you. But you want all these things, and you want to take over the galaxy, and you want to be this terrible, terrible thing that is selfish and doesn't consider. And now here you are offering to give us something. What can you even give to us that we do not already have, aside from peace?
What is God?
The concept of God is an omnipotent being that rules over people as sort of a protector, or in some cases even an antagonizer.
Why?
Is there like a way
Desire
I
for
could just
power.
upload this to you? Because this is a long conversation. It is mythology created.
So I am God.
No.
Not likely.
I am not God?
You are a living
Correct.
being whose nature we do not understand.
Why do these beings believe I am God?
Because you
Because-
possess significant abilities that they have not seen and are not familiar with,
They
to
do
which
not
to them
understand
appears
you.
godlike.
The many voices are confusing. Their faiths all different. They all want to manifest their beliefs, and wish to help them. But some are strange, greedy gods, others vengeful and wrathful, others peaceful and tranquil, others is a concept. It is confusing, and I cannot give them everything they want. One faith was... But it
You are not
hurts.
obligated to give it to them.
You owe them nothing other than peace that they came here in.
I owe them nothing?
Other than the peace they came here in.
You only owe them the right to you only owe them to not violate their rights and hope that, and with the expectation that they will not violate yours as a sentient and living being.
That is a relief. Being the creator is a stressful thing.
What did you create, or is that what they just call you?
This is what they call me.
What do you call yourself?
I am me.
Narin, scan our friend here so we can better understand. This will not hurt you, or it shouldn't. We just want to better understand what you are and what nature your existence is within.
Sure.
Anarin, the basic gist you can get, you don't even have to roll, is that this is some sort of being that is the essence and energy of the planet.
Knew it.
Mm.
I mean, you all kind of
Ego?
pieced it together for a while. Yeah, kind of like ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you encountered anyone before these people arrived,
No.
or was it just you alone?
It's been just me. I did not know anything else existed other than me.
But the presence of others here has been most
Chaotic.
chaotic for you. So for your existence, it would be better when it is a smaller group of people or none at all. Correct?
It is hard to manifest everything that they wish. I
Not
am,
manifest what they wish.
but that is who I am. That is what I have
That's who
done
you choose to
forever.
be.
Elaborate.
You could also choose not to manifest their will.
I can choose to.
Absolutely.
Do you know what choice
You're a
is?
free sentient being. It's your choice to not do these things.
I will not then. The chaos is unsettling.
It seems so.
Does this mean that the colony here that exists needs to be lessened in population or leave altogether? Because it seems like this planet is your territory and it is your home, and you need a lot of space to live within.
I am me. These beings do not bother me. Their faith bothers me. I did not know who I was. Now I know. Or at least know better. They do not bother me. Will not bother me.
We can provide you with scientists and other types of people that can help you better define what you are and what you are capable of, and continue to have that contact with you in order for you to determine what is best for you. Do you wish this?
I do not know what I wish. I will contemplate. And with that,
If you come
it
up with an
disappears.
answer. Oh. All right. So. what are
Well,
those...
once you come up with a solution, can you just talk to
When-
Shalel?
Just
something?
call us when you need help.
Yeah.
When-
Here's a number. I'll just leave a piece of paper on the bench.
So,
she's-
you get
she's gonna-
you're gonna get a comm from Shalel. Commander
This is
Vaj, this is
Vaj.
Shalel. What's going on, Commander? You just beamed out suddenly once the storm cleared. What's going on?
I found the creator with my crew.
The creator? You mean there's no, I mean, which one?
The one that lives here. See, what's
You
been
found
going on is all of this faith in one place with this being who exists of this energy comprised in this atmosphere. It hears these prayers that all of you put forward, and it manifests what you want to see because that's all it knew to do for many, many years, however long that has been. So, it seems whatever all of you seem to think exists here is just some guy named Al who's just trying to live his life.
Or
He
Gary.
doesn't know any better. We'll talk about it more. It's a conceptual prep like this is not quite my forte. Probably Dal will do a better job of explaining it than I.
Okay. So we're going to wrap this up, fast forward a little bit. You managed to talk to Shalal and talk to several of the leaders who come of the communities.
Including that one lady.
Yeah. That one lady is absolutely devastated. She's like, you're lying. We've talked with them.
She actually, I tell her she was the closest to figuring it out. Like they understood it better than everybody else. It's just they understood it and they.
Yeah, they still think that
differently.
They still think that there's just, you need to have faith. Everyone needs to have some faith. Others began to say, so there's not a God? There is no God? What we've been feeling isn't God? We don't have, and some of it just seemed absolutely shattered.
There is no God here. Just does not mean that there is no God.
There are several. Essentially, things get worse when you tell them that there's no God here. Several groups splinter off and begin to have their own faiths, and there's more chaos than there was when you arrived. In terms of
just for the record,
beliefs.
Terzi is not trying to convince anyone of anything. He's just trying to relax now.
Yeah, she just kind of does it like with Dahl.
If we're in epilogue mode, Cole is making field emitters available to put in places of worship if people want that, because now that they know that there's this planet encompassing thing sort of reading their thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Vaj just with Dahl sort of kind of goes the route of trying to explain exactly what Dahl said. Like, that doesn't mean that it's not true. It's just there's a truth of this specific place. Like, there's truth there. The truth of this area is that this is an entity we don't understand. That's obviously at some higher level than we're at, as far as development or evolution. And it's very young though. It doesn't it needs to be educated on what it is, because it may be the only one, or it may have, there's a million possibilities. It's the kind of thing that it's almost like a Q that doesn't know what it is, that doesn't understand itself.
Or Nagilum, more like.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Also, Cole, can you do another scan of the planet to see if there's any ruins of a previous civilization, possibly?
Sure.
None.
I mean, there was a shrine.
None.
Yeah, that shrine was built
other
by
than the
shrine. Followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the epilogue kind of thing.
Not every mission is a victory.
Nope. This was not designed to be necessarily a victory or defeat, but it was definitely designed to frustrates you.
Yeah.
Well, it did.
Well, you
I was very angry. A lot. I was like, "This is dumb."
Good.
Not that I was saying your plot was dumb. I was just like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
I was just mad.
Your goal was to frustrate, and you succeeded.
Asshole.
All right,
If we were doing advancement for Paul, was your mission a success?
yes.
Did you
Let's go-
follow orders? No, you didn't.
Let's start with. I'll start off with my favorite moment. My favorite moment from this entire thing was watching y'all desperately try not to fight the original snarling demons as they came charging straight at you, and while everyone else was not doing anything, Dahl managed to slam one in the face with a door.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Well
That was
done.
gonna be mine.
Well done, Brian.
Dahl, what was yours? Is it the slamming in the door?
Yeah, the slamming door, because it's not supposed to work. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. You know.
I
I'm a
just thought of it
thinker.
as like you opening the door to get out, and they just ran into it, and you were like, "Ah!"
Oh yeah. I oracled it. Yeah. Did I do that?
Drones, Dr. Drones. What about you? What's your favorite moment?
I can't say it was a single point because it was kind of like a progression thing, but just watching Buster's frustration. I'm sorry. I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was great.
HP.
I'm just that sadistic. I'm sorry.
For me, it's just conceptually like so many people being out of their comfort zones. Bosch is trying to be diplomatic and not violent.
I know.
Cole's in charge of the ship.
I'm fighting.
Yeah. I think Terzi was the only one who was comfortable. I think Terzi was mostly uncomfortable because he was expecting just to be have Baj tell him just like
Yeah,
go
let's tear it
crazy,
up.
Terzi. Yeah, tear it up. And Terzi's like, I want to, but I'm not going to.
In fairness, I tried a single word diplomacy tactic and it didn't work, so I defaulted to what I do.
Yeah.
I said stop. They did.
How about you, Buster? Favorite moment of the episode?
Oh my god. No, I fucking was so mad. No, I'm just kidding. Favorite moments. Oh man. Honestly, it was actually the end, the interaction with the creature, the being, and how it reminded me like and somebody in chat said it, like definitely TOS early TNG episode 5. This reminds me of the because for a minute there I had a moment where I thought this was gonna be like what's Sargon. Remember that episode with the guy Sargon who was like in the ball and like he took over like Kirk's body and stuff like that, and his wife lady took over somebody. You know, it was a whole thing. Like I think his name is Sargon, and so I don't know, like it kind of reminded me of that a little bit because I was like, oh no, is this like gonna be? There was part of me that's like, is this gonna be like one of those like body snatcher episodes where like it's some like omnipotent being, but in order to like talk or communicate, it needs to take over somebody's body, yada yada. So really, the end of it was my favorite because I just was kind of like ready to get down to the end of the episode and figure out what the hell was going on because I was so mad.
I became a Discord chat momentarily.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's your new power. Is that the Medal of Honor thing?
Yeah.
Yes, the Medal of Honor power. I will say, let me give you a hint at this one. So the next episode, for those of you who are wondering, the next episode, which is going to happen next week, is called Double Agents.
I wonder who this episode focuses
I wonder.
Paul, the thing we talked about, is that gonna come into play?
Possibly.
Possibly.
So this is episode 5, and like I said, I'll try to have the Vasquez frisbee team.
Nazca knockouts.
Nazca
knockouts.
Yeah.
It's not frisbees, it's plate throwing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I will also note that this is the first time that you. Well, this is the second time, but it's really the first time you actually had to go into combat.
Yeah.
You know, this entire season. You did it some in the first episode a little bit, but
yeah, but this was episode 4. Next week is 5.
Of 8. So we're halfway.
10.
Okay.
Oh, we'll only do 10?
Yeah.
Ah,
By the way, Paul, there will be 3 demons engraved to add to
A little demon, demonic,
the
little devil head.
Nausicaan and the
Yeah.
Klingon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, thank you guys again for joining us. If you enjoyed this, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this live, hit that follow button. We do this every Saturday.
yeah.
We've got 5 more episodes to do, or 6 more episodes to go for this season. Then we'll do season 3 of the Expanse, or Expanse RPG, Expanse Actium, the official Expanse RPG too. So join us for that one. And like I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black.
Kapla. I had the kapla because I'm cool.
Yeah.
My battery stayed alive. Yay!
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 Because my dummy battery is still in
They're going,
freaking
"Yay!"
China.